time has come. We will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight, fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. When we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years this finding resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Riders, we've asked for Fumble folks. It's been a while, but we are back. With our long-form campaign in our homebrew world of Arglania on the continent of Sazris in the Calovian Empire. With our Rapid Riders, a small group of rebels growing by the day in numbers and strength. But I'll let them introduce themselves. Sarah, do you want to start?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am playing Taxes, the human of the party, and the inquisitive rogue of the party. I'm here to do smart stuff. And that's
Smart.
it. Smart. I'm a smart person, okay?
Smart as we get.
I deal with taxes. You can't get smarter than that, okay?
True.
Fucking numbers.
Well then, Ben, would you like to introduce your character?
Hi there, I'm Ben. I'm playing Zeke Boomdiggles, the complete opposite of that character, literally brain dead to a fault. I am the Way of the Drunken Monk slash Warlock of the Fathomless. I am just a perpetual, very small, angry drunk, and ha 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 ha, yeah, what are you playing in real life? Ha ha ha.
Yes.
You're
Got to be real.
cool.
Nobody can make the joke if I get there first.
Laugh at yourself.
Bray.
Hello. I just put a mini egg in my mouth, so.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. I'm Bree, and I'm playing Diana, the Bard of Eloquence, and also a wizard. Yeah.
A wizard.
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 Phil.
Hello, I'm Phil, and I'm playing Dunson Dewey Fairfoot. He is part halfling, part dew elf, and he is the ranger of the party. He's a swarm keeper, and he has a host of burbs, and I've been in the middle of moving things around in my house, so the pigeon that is usually here is in a box, and I'm not sure where that box is, which is very upsetting. But it's alright, because I have a pigeon here, so it's okay.
Hey.
Always
Shut
birds.
Perfect. And last but not least, Dora.
Hi, I'm Doran. I am playing Halite, our muscle-bound barbarian slash fighter. He is 8 foot tall of pure man meat, and he is ready to brawl.
Man meat.
He's very dumb. He's also very dumb.
He is very dumb. And
Cleft
I...
Is actually the best at stealth, though. So good at
So
stealth.
good.
stuff.
yeah.
I mean, I
It's-
wouldn't want to, find him ever in the dark alley anywhere.
A surprise highlight is
Like
not
that.
Ogrid.
Yeah. That's actually better than what Hal did. So.
I cannot be seen.
I hold a tree. I am a tree.
Yeah, if I
And
I am.
Drax would have been impressed.
Yeah.
and I am Sam. I am your DM for this evening. As we re-immerse ourselves in this world, the Rapid Riders have reached the safety or relative safety of Harling's Rest, a town also under the Colovian Empire with their own rebel sect that the party has introduced themselves to, and after tentative clashes of ideals, have formed an alliance and are securing a united rebel front. The party spent the last episode recovering from a night of loud words and heavy drinking, and fighting in the dark as well, as they decided to put into action or put into words what they wanted to do with regards to their plans with this rebellion. Is it a total takeover? Is it a call for change, a call for adaptation of the rules of the Empire? I mean, so majority, they just want to change and improve the lives of those who are considered lesser races, improve the lives of indents, and they made some plans about how they would do that, releasing propaganda via Dewey's Birds. They would try and release some of the prisoners held by the Empire, including those that are of magical nature. They started to put into plan, here is how we're going to do this. With that said, the party were introduced to an idea by their accomplice and for some ex-partner, ex-friend, something of that nature, Garrick, one of the agents of the rebellion here, known as Harling's Harriers. He recommended the plan that there is a bounty on the official Colovian boards of some kind of nest of monsters out in the Umber Hills to the north and west that is terrorizing local farmsteads, stealing livestock, killing people now. And that if a party go and destroy them, not only would it be a win for the rebellion, the Empire can't protect you, but we can. But if you're clever about it, you could claim the bounty from the Empire at the same time. If you are clever about giving your names or not giving your names.
If Taxes is clever about it, none of us get
if Taxes is
involved.
clever about it, yes.
It's
It's
all
fine.
about
We have a token human that we can use for this task that no one knows their face.
No one knows their face and no one knows
Yeah.
their names.
especially
Yeah.
Alex.
Halleck just
Party-
frequently forgets that there's actually a human with us.
Don't know what
Party-
the does.
From a mixture of either genuine agreement or restlessness and wanting to hit something, decided to follow that path to the north and west, and are now in the not dense forest, but relative nature of the hills to the north and west. Either I think they're called the Ochre Hills. I'll have to check that on my own map. Named for the colour of the grass this time of year, as you venture forth, hot on the trail. Yes, Hallett.
So when it's not that time of year, it's just got a weird name.
It's just got a weird name. It's named for when it is most considered beautiful, or perhaps when an ancient hero first saw them. Whatever the reason, Ochre Hills.
Okay, fair.
I'm fairly sure because I've named so many things in my past games Umber Hills, and I was like, no, this one's going to be Oak.
Fair.
Thank you for the sub.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank
Sorry, I think
Thank you,
Very
Corinthian.
much.
we are
Is that the
very behind the
Corinthian?
stream,
Yeah.
so when
Yes.
this comes up, thank you for the sub.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you very much. It's very appreciated. We did not ignore it. We are just ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, I would
Oh,
say it's
too much
roughly,
representation.
to put us in this space, it is midday. There are copses of trees. The majority of the space is rolling hills and knee to like halfway to your sort of bottom leg, you know what I mean? Grassland. There is nature abounding. You can see birds in the sky through the copses where they land. You can see in the distance rabbits before they disappear upon your arrival. Once again, venturing into a natural space, which it's not been that long in terms of stream, but for you guys, it's nearly been 2 weeks since you've been back into sort of the wilderness of the Fenrir.
Before we
I mean-
left, did I get the javelins I wanted to get?
Yes, having heard that these things fly, you very easily decided, oh, I should probably have something I can throw, and picked up some javelins. Just mark it off of your gold total. Very easy to pick up some javelins and Harley's rest. They, yeah,
If he doesn't have
they have
enough,
weapons
then
necessary.
like it can come out.
I don't.
It can come out the party funds
No.
because this is what it is for.
Yeah.
Just go
I
ask
learned
the
very
tax
in the hard
man.
way when I was fighting blind and scared that I can't got much things to throw on my person.
Yes, you threw your 2 main weapons, and then
That's it. I've gone.
that was it.
Wah.
Taxes. Can I have some money, please?
You can have some money. I didn't
Mark
have
it
the
on the
money.
spreadsheet.
Yeah, mark it on the spread. Pull out the little book. Just sign your name.
You need your name, the date you took it, the amount you took.
Halleck
I'd like to
struggles,
think
but
that,
does
like,
it?
Everyone is color coded as well. Can
Yeah,
do that.
100%.
Yeah, okay, cool.
What color is everyone? I have to find. You said it now.
Like red or
mean-
and or purple.
Yeah.
Glitter pen. Anyway.
I mean, I'll invent glitter pens.
I think the fact you made me orange is a bit. Just because I'm ginger doesn't mean I don't like other colours, alright?
Well, what colour do you want? I'll
Nice.
change it. Okay.
Blue goes really nicely with
No, it's fine.
orange.
What color am I?
White.
That's really hard to see on paper.
Yeah, invisible ink.
I don't write anything.
I feel like my illusory. I can't say it. I don't know how to say
Illusionary.
You're
Illusory.
not a loser.
No, it
Honestly.
it. Illusory.
Illusory.
It doesn't have an N in it.
Illusory.
Illusory script. I feel like that. Can that please be glitter pens? I can make it what I want, okay?
You can make it what you
It's a
like. I will
ritual.
say,
I can
canon,
do what I
canon. You have glitter gel pens, and those are the illusory script.
Yay!
You take some time working on them during the long rest, enough that it becomes the necessary component to cast that spell from here
The
on
little
out.
hearts. And
Little
I'm
hearts.
just, I'm
It smells
I hate
vaguely.
everything about that
It
joke.
smells vaguely of lemons or chocolate.
No, not the yellow. You can't see it. Anyway, it's fine.
Anyway,
Anyway.
the quest we're going on.
We're a serious D&D campaign, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
At
are.
what point? No one told me.
We've had 3 episodes of like proper drama and serious, okay?
We go from glitter pens to your companion is being tortured constantly.
I mean, the DM
There is no middle ground.
The DM has God knows what on his forehead. I love it, by the way.
You'll find out. I'm sure you will.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
no.
What could it mean?
How many penises is it?
Oh, okay. There was a point to escalate. There was a point to escalate that, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I said, no, we're gonna calm down and reintroduce ourselves into a world where a bird flutters very close to you, shocking you all back into reality from having thought about the glitter pens and your color-coded.
Glitter pens. Sorry.
That's not one of mine.
Yeah, you are traveling in this forest. You know vaguely the direction you're going to go. Does anybody want to make any kind of attempt to guide the party towards their destination?
Yes.
Yes, cool.
Oh,
Gonna
Lord.
turn and look-
Who
it's
is
gonna
making
turn
the
and look at
roll?
the ranger.
Yes. This is a survival check. You are tracking a beast.
Again,
Um,
100% under the impression that this ranger is fantastic at what they do.
Yeah.
Can
Correct.
I argue history again?
You can argue this would not. History is going to help you. Arcana is going to be the better roll. Actually, no. Based on the information you currently have, history is going to be better. It's still a very high DC.
Yeah, history.
You may
'cause
get
I
the
know
chance to repeat
area, I
this.
think.
Yeah, this is based on your geographical knowledge, like just knowing the kind of things that live around here.
All right. Okay.
I have
Someone else.
proficiency in
Someone else can do.
survival.
What?
I have
Your
proficiency.
proficiency in survival. You may well have better survival than the ranger,
Oh,
and
amazing.
you may
I
want to
don't.
have better. You don't.
Doesn't surprise
Okay.
me
I
at
don't think
all.
I do.
Probably not. Although.
It's yeah, you got +2, I got +3, so it's as
Not
your
far off.
once your proficiency goes up again, it'll probably
I don't know what you guys have got, but it's a.
I'm one
it's a
below you. I'm
13
not
for
proficient in
me.
it. That's quite scary.
Inquisitive rogue.
I grew up in a city.
13 was
What you
it?
want from a rogue ranger?
Forgot what it is.
Okay. What was the history roll? It's a high
Oh,
DC to figure out.
13.
What this is.
13. That was-
13.
It's not enough, but people are still
Um,
rolling survival. right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Somebody else rolls survival as well. History,
This
the
one?
way this thing's been described, it doesn't really match. Clearly things have changed in the last 50 years.
Yeah.
I got a 15 in survival.
15 on survival. You are able to pick up, after a little while of traveling in roughly the right direction, you stumble on an area that has been sort of copsed out, cleared out a little bit, and you can see a farmhouse in the far distance. You can see that there is a field here that has a very loose gate around it, enough to just keep the sheep in, but aren't stupid enough to jump over it. And there are deep drag marks here in the ground, almost like claw marks that start and stop for no reason. Certainly looks like a flying creature has been through here. You learn, first of all, the direction to travel. On a 15, you also learn that this is definitely a large creature.
Mm.
You have the house in the distance. You know the way to it, but you can see a small bit of smoke coming from the chimney in this farmhouse. It looks occupied. It's up to you whether to just press on or to go and talk to them.
Yeah,
I
do we
think we
go
should-
and speak to them and
They might,
tell?
they might have seen which creature we're gonna try and hunt.
Before we do that, can I do a perception check to make sure nothing's following us?
Yeah, make a
Nothing's
perception
around
check.
us?
With part
I
of my
know.
survival roll, can I look at the tops of the trees to see if any of them are broken, any branches that have been broken by something landing on it, something heavy, like a.
I will include that in your survival tracking and say that you don't see like broken trees or like abnormally broken canopy. This creature's probably adept enough at flying that they don't just go crashing into the tree line.
With you saying that they've got fairly large drag marks, are we able to tell the gait of the creature? Because obviously you said it's a large creature, so we know that there's going to be a fairly diverse set of footprints, probably. Does it look like it's only gouge marks on what would be the forelegs or the hind legs, so we know whether it's a ambush predator or not?
On a 15, you can see that there are. Yeah, you're struggling to differentiate, like, it's just thinking about 4 legs, 2 legs. You just see that there are these deep gashes and a spattering of blood, where clearly it struck down, grabbed this thing, and then flew off with it.
Okay.
It didn't like run across the ground, grab it, and then fly off. It
Yeah,
just
so it's
dived down,
Okay.
grabbed it off.
okay.
Is there any way to see amount of creatures? Is it just one large creature or multiple large creatures?
On a 15, this was the work of one creature.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a 15 on perception.
15 on perception. You don't think you're being watched right now. You look into the trees behind you. There's nothing there. The only thing that is paying any kind of attention to you is 2 or 3 sheep in the corner who have looked up and are paying attention to you while chewing the cud.
The
Vicious.
blood, is it in the center of where the claw marks are, or is it ahead of where the claw marks are?
If you spend time to look at it, you see that the blood starts at the sort of impact point. So you imagine this creature descended and made the attack, grabbed it and pierced
Yeah.
it, and then dragged up. The
That's
worst of the blood
what-
is there, and then drags up. If you were trying particularly hard, like that's how you got the direction.
Yeah,
basically.
that's what I wanted to
You
establish.
have the
whether-
direction where they immediately took off and started flying in that direction.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
just
how
wanted
you-
to
that's how
establish
you put
whether
it,
it was taloned attack or whether it was a bite or beak attack, essentially.
It looks more like talons.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. The area that's around it, does it look like it had any particular difficulty with trying to take up its quite large frame? Has it disturbed the, depending on how large the wingspan is, it'll create a specific amount of force to move it around, and it'll break cud and stuff
Break things
around it. So
Yeah. Like I said, this area has been cut. This forest has clearly been burned at some point, whether that was a recent development of the land or if this has always been just somewhere that somebody came and settled 100 years ago. They burned a portion of the forest to make the sheep hill.
yeah.
Where the impact is, there's no
There's nothing.
further clues
Okay.
to that. Not on
That's
the
fine.
15 at the very least, yeah.
That's fine. Okay, that's my questions. I'm going to shut up now.
Fair enough. No, they were all good, very witchery monster tracking questions, which is good.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should we ask the person who lives here?
Yeah.
It's for
Yeah.
you.
What's
You
that
guys
word?
know that would mean revealing yourselves to them,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you might learn some important information. And they would also know that it was you guys and not just some random bounty hunters.
Taxes.
Taxes. Go
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, just slowly.
Literally,
turn
all
to-
4 of us just taxes.
Do you want me to disguise self and come along, or do we go?
I
It's
mean,
always good to have
It's
backup.
good, yeah, backup's always good.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
I'm when they do that, I was like, I can, but and then I'm just going to turn into the ugly kid again. It's like, I don't think this works really well, does it?
Can you just turn into like a small version of Taxes?
What does taxes look like?
And I take
don't
off my
know.
hood because we're going to see people.
Hey! Reveal! Face reveal!
Face reveal!
I thought
Have
you
we
were
Will
blonde.
we
never
actually get a
seen
face reveal?
No, we have.
No,
What?
because they taxes. Even when we tried to drag taxes into the water, they refused.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen your
Out-
face.
You've seen my
You lot
face.
have.
Yeah.
I've probably literally I've gone back and checked the only 2 occasions where it's been. I have specifically stated that Zeke is plastered. So Zeke does not remember what taxes looks like.
Wow.
Highlight is
Just-
just a dumbass, so. Whoa.
Just knows that they are human. That's about it.
She is human.
Yes. So, would you like to describe what you look like for Zeke?
I don't even remember what I look like, to be honest.
You got hero forges of yourself.
I know what
I
hero
don't remember
forges
who I
are
was before I
myself.
put on the hood.
Let me get hero forge up real quick.
Sexy is what she looks like.
Sexy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
They'll appear in the scrolling set of pictures in
They
a
will,
second.
yeah.
I mean,
Although-
Well, they
my
have
face-
briefly.
A bit more edgy
On
since
stream.
then, I think.
We've currently got Dewey on screen.
Yeah, but you know what the issue is that it's
Taxes!
gonna appear as taxes, but it's too small for me to be able to see what
Yeah.
she looks like.
So the best description is like, I mean, honestly, almost ginger hair. That's pretty much. It's like brownish ginger hair. She
Mhm.
wears a little bit mascara. She looks like she's young. Like she's in her 20s, so she's young. Yeah, she just does not smile.
Can
No.
I make a literal perfect recreation of Tax's face?
No.
but with the mustache on it and the mohawk.
There we are on stream. Sent a picture.
There we go.
Perfect.
It's like a mini. It's like a mini version, right?
The
Like-
bookkeeper.
If Taxes are a very small child, I don't know.
Muscular child.
Small muscle.
With the
Moving
mustache.
swiftly on. What is the plan?
Whoa,
Sending in
so-
text.
Hi.
No, I'm just messing around. I'm gonna stay here.
Cool. Is Diana coming with Taxes in disguise?
Yeah,
or is
I'll
Taxes going
just be
away?
a generic human
Cool.
Hey,
called
Zeke,
Eric.
should we?
Cool.
Jen.
Eric.
What's your name?
Eric Jen.
Eric Jen.
Okay.
Eric
Cool.
Jen.
Let me just randomly generate my name.
Yep, cool.
Is it
Hey,
Rick
Zeke,
What?
should
Jen.
we practice that move?
and Eric? Rick. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shut up. Okay. Is it Robert again?
Diana would 100% be the person who comes up with the entire backstory, and Taxes just keeps to none of it, and just
Yeah.
because it doesn't come up at all in a normal conversation. What your name, like what your last name is, and what you do for a living.
Hello.
Apart
I'm
from the fact
Eric
that you are clearly
Jen.
hunting this thing.
So I randomly generated Regina Fager. So that's another name. added to
Regina.
it.
Regina.
Regina.
I like that.
Regina. Okay. Regina and Eric approach the farmhouse. You see that it is consisting of a few buildings. There is a barn that is currently empty, although it looks like it's being stocked with hay and straw. You see a couple of individuals before too long. You see an elf. You also see a Furbolg individual there. You see that they have big, deep wedges in their ears, have not been completed by a silver ring, as they are working.
Does the
For
Furbolg
those
have like a
watching-
cow? kind of.
How about?
A cow. thing?
Very specifically doesn't, marking them as an indent who has not earned their freedom.
Just not. Yes.
Yeah.
Just as bad.
You, as they're approaching, you see they look at each other, and the elf wanders off while the Furbolg gently walks forward to make conversation of some kind, as the elf walks towards the main house. And the Furbolg just like, hey, hello, hi, who are you?
Hello.
So I'm.
Oh,
Regina.
sorry. They get to do like a kneeling pose. Like, am I meant to do this? I'm sorry. I'm new to all this.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
No,
can-
no, okay. And they stand up to their full
No,
height,
don't do that.
towering above the two. I don't kneel. It's very confusing. This
We
whole
don't
thing.
usually kneel, do we? Or do we don't? I don't think that's a thing.
I
No,
don't know.
don't
No,
do that.
indents don't have to kneel, unless you got a particularly dickish master who
Yeah,
commands
exactly.
you. Not that you two would know specifically, but yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
Hi. So yeah, Regina, Eric.
Regina and Eric. My name is Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Yeah.
It's caught me off guard.
I know.
It's very cute. It's very cute. Sorry.
We
Ah.
got a bounty.
Oh yeah, the flying thing. You're gonna want to talk to. What do I call it? Master? I don't know. Dallas is much better. And you see as the elf is running back with a human who has a couple of dogs barking by his side, like bloodhounds kind of barking by his side, as they rush forward towards you. So, oh yeah, here they come now. Oh, he's looking angry. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to work. You have a great day now. And he goes over to the hay bales and looks like he's lifting the same hay bale up and down while looking towards you to try and stay part of whatever's going on here, because this is at least interesting.
Before he goes away, he'll just be like, yes, stay safe. Be you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna, yeah. And he just wanders off as the indentured elf and this human wander over. You see, the human is maybe in his 50s. The elf has that sort of ever-present youth. They are an earth elf. Difficult to tell, again, but they present as male, as does the human, as they are wandering over with these dogs just sort of barking at either side. Not on a leash, just sort of barking but sticking to their master's side. And he's like, "Shush! Can I help you? You're in my property."
Hi, yes. We're here about the bounty. The flying things that keep killing things.
Fucking winged, yes, yeah,
Yes.
they're taking my sheep.
Yeah, we're here to fix this.
Good.
Any information you can give would help us greatly.
Dallas, and you see they turn to the elf. They have taken 2 sheep from us, a few sheep from other farms. They are fast on the wind. I don't particularly think they have. Well, they seem to be hunting for food, not for sport. I didn't really get a good look at them. They tend to go at night. I was on. There's not really a watch at night because it's not really been a problem. There are wolves, but you sort of scare them back with fires now and then, so it's not really an issue. And you watch as the human goes, look, you get rid of these things. I'm sure that the Reeve will pay you because I've put a bounty on, and he is for us. Him or the Knight Commander, either one of them. Look, Harling's Rest will pay you. You just gotta kill them. Just for 2 of you? I mean, no offense, just...
Hey.
You have a weapon. You have a maybe... is that a weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, well... I can tell you they're strong and they're fast if they can take a sheep up into the air like that. Usually... I can't even do that now. I gotta get... And he gestures towards Jamie, who is just continuing to lift the same bale and put it back down to be paying attention to the conversation. Yeah. So... But... Yeah. Well, these two are how I keep this place going. And,
They look useful.
They're very, very useful. They're great people. To be honest, it's a shame about all this, but if I keep them for a year, I get to put forward the paperwork to say that they have earned their place, that they understand their condition, and they can get their rings. But they're a vicious lot.
I suppose that's what they're aiming for, to get those.
Yes, well, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know some people don't think that they're the same as us, but they are. They just are. And if I need to get them to work on my farm so they can actually have a life, well, slavery, fine. Fine. If that's the only way that the system works, then that's the way the system works. I've got dogs. They're not dogs.
No, they're certainly not dogs.
Jamie says, I'm a cow.
Oh, God bless.
I'm not actually a cow. I thought that would be funny.
God bless you, Jamie.
It was funny.
Oh, Arslan bless us all. Did I do it right? You did it very right, Jamie. You did really well.
What did the human
Dennis
say?
looks like.
Yeah, what did the human say to that? Like, did he?
Yeah. The human said, Yeah. Osden bless us all. It's just like, yeah, this is how it's got to be.
I want to give Taxes a look.
Yeah. Can I do it?
Yeah, make an insight check. I've completely forgotten my human's name because I came up with it on the fly.
Yeah. Was it? Oh, it wasn't Jamie and Dallas. No.
Jamie and Dallas are
Yeah.
the cowman and the elf.
Fucking
The
hell.
natural 20 is 28.
Natural 2028.
28.
This
I want
this
life
human-
story.
This human is an old man who was here before Fenrion. Like, he was probably a child when Fenrion was taken over, given by his age. He very clearly, from his conversation, from his demeanor, and the way he's acting around these people, he's not, like, putting himself above them. He, like, held the hand of his elf as he came out. He is looking to them for further advice. He is very much the opinion, as he said, or as far as you can tell, again, this is an insight check, but it's a pretty good one. As far as you can tell, he is genuine in his belief that the lesser races are no different to humans, but he is a human in this human empire that looks down on these other races, and if there's only one way to get people who are indents into a modicum of normal life, which is serving on his farm until he deems them redeemed in the name of the Empire, they are ready to enter normal society, having accepted their place in the world, so that they can get their silver rings and have something of a normal life. That is what he's going to do. He does not have a lot of power. He owns a sheep farm in fuck bum nowhere. He is just going to keep doing that.
Until something spurs a rebellion.
Yeah.
Mental
You
note.
you don't know if this man is a fighter. He is an older man. He's seen many years.
We don't need him.
You don't
to
think
fight.
he's going to stand in the way of a fight.
Exactly. We don't need him to fight. We just need him to.
You just need him to be one of the people who doesn't stand in your way.
Yeah.
And Taxes will return the look that's like, yeah, he's cool. He's fine.
I got all that from the 3 hand signals that you've just done.
Yeah. He raises a quick eye, like, oh, what's that? But does not comment on it. And he says, yeah, they're that way. You might need some more people, no offense to you, but I would send Jamie and Dallas, but I don't, they're not fighters, and I'm not going to get them killed for this.
What does it look like? Do you know? Have you seen it?
Dallas will say, I saw it from a distance in the dark. Fast is one word that springs to mind. It just dove deep from the air, grabbed the sheep, and was off with it before we could do much about it. Well, before we could do anything about it, that was all I saw in the space of a few seconds, to be honest.
Which direction did it head in?
He points in the direction that had been tracked by your party.
Okay.
Further to the north from this point. Genuinely, like, clearly trying to rack their brain. I don't know, like, the physicality of it, I guess, against the moon, I could sort of see the sheep. I could see it was holding it in its claws, and it had these great wings pulling it towards the direction. I didn't see any other limbs. I think it was just those 2 claws and the wings. That's all I've got for you, I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. And just really big with claws.
Feel fucking big.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much.
What were your names again?
Eric Jen.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric Regina. Well,
Eric.
if you solve this problem, I know it's gonna not just us. They've hit. Well, we're lucky here that they haven't actually taken people, but they've taken people from other farms. So.
Where? How many people? Where? Which farms?
2, and you see the human is 3 from a Dorfsboy. He's, yeah. I mean, from what we can guess, they take him for food, but the little knave went out with a sword and he thought he would be the end of all this, so.
No.
Yeah, exactly. You get rid of this beast, you're helping a lot of people rest. Better if you can find the bodies of I don't think you'll find more than that.
We will certainly try our best, and we will get
See
more
what you
people.
do.
Promise.
See what you do. All right, boys, and he calls to the hounds that are waiting patiently by his feet, and he goes, "Back inside, no intruders today." And the hounds just jump up and bound towards him as they return to the farmhouse. Jamie puts the same bale back down and goes, "Yeah, I reckon that's the right place for that new."
I think so. Should work on the other one now.
He gives the least disguised wink. He just as he goes back to his work. You work your way presumably back through the fields at whatever pace you like. There are sheep in a. It's not like you have to wade through sheep, but they are quite present in this field. Just sort of looking up at you as you pass. Most of them ignoring you, some coming over to pay attention. If you walk towards a group of them too fast, they just split and run.
Wading through sheep, I like that.
Sheep. Yeah.
I mean, as we're walking back, I put my hood back up.
Yeah, the hood goes back up.
Right. Get ready to throw me this time.
Ready?
And not just push me, all right?
All right, got a good grip.
Okay.
Okay, as we're doing this, do we make an animal handling check?
What the fuck are you guys doing?
What? All right, okay. Animal handling. Hot diggity dog.
This is a reactionary kind of thing.
23.
23. You guys make an athletics check as you're practicing the fastball special. As Dewey sees where you're going to land, and you are able to usher sheep into better direction for a soft landing.
For once, I don't get advantage because I'm not raging or giant.
No.
Wow.
That's a natural one.
Oh, yes.
That's a natural one. Dewey, you do this as you account for having that raging giant strength. As Zeke jumps into your hand, he bowls you over. You go arse over tea kettle together onto the ground and end up in a pile together on the ground. Zeke on top of you as Diana and Taxes return to the party.
Still needs work.
I'm just gonna. Am I on top or am I underneath?
You're on
That's a
top.
good question.
Thank God, because if I'm underneath, then I'm gonna be punching him in the goddamn ribs again, so I can breathe.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
We left you for 5 minutes.
That's
Practicing.
we're supposed to be professionals. Like, you know,
We're practicing to be
show
professionals.
people that
why
we're
we-
like good and shit.
Professionals have combo moves.
Okay,
Yeah,
don't
that's
tell.
why we're practicing. To
Yeah.
make sure that we get it right so we look like
Alright.
professionals.
But we don't tell the Harriers this, do we, Hal?
No.
No.
About what?
What? This?
But about what?
Oh,
About-
okay, yeah.
I'm so genuinely gonna look at Hal like.
Sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
you know what? I know Zeke, you're being an ass. I know Hal is being super fucking sweet, aren't you, baby? Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like for a change. What have I done? Genuinely, he has no idea. Just like
Rolls
Yeah,
eyes.
Sorry about the last one. I think I slipped on sheep shit.
Which are balls. They're little balls. Anyway,
Ah.
let's...
Little nuggets. What did you find out?
We found out that this guy's not an ass.
Oh.
So that's nice. At this point, we've had those like little flyers printed, right?
Yes, they are soon to
Printed.
go. Yeah.
Okay, cool. They're gonna. Okay, cool. They're gonna go. Yeah, cool. All right, yeah. Make sure to post this guy one as well around the area. Mental
That-
note there.
Based on the description that was given, can I try and roll like an Arcana to figure what beast is? Like in case I've read about it.
Yeah. I would say
Does-
you
does
have more
Texas-
information at this point.
Like
Does
an,
Texas spread this around the group?
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could Halite make a roll, since it's a creature that lives near mountainous terrain?
Yeah. Can we all try and figure out if we've kind of seen it before?
I'm gonna say that as a group, someone makes the check, and the rest of you give them advantage
Mhm.
on this check.
Yeah.
It is Arcana or Nature. It's gonna be roughly the same DC either way.
It's an Arcana.
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 Yeah.
What's Dewey's nature?
16.
16. There are some creatures that match this descriptions, monstrosities, creatures that would fit in this sort of hill area. It makes sense that peritons, these sort of heart-eating, sort of half bird, half deer creatures, that would make sense with the sort of the build of these creatures. There are things like wyverns that are deep in the mountain, but it would be weird to see them down here. That would be strange that they're down here. Griffins don't really match, but you can see how in the dark somebody could have mistaken the fact that they have like just gripping a sheep by two legs for the front two legs. Those are the kinds of things that come to mind. Yes, pretty.
Does it sound like a rock?
A rock
Way
is
bigger.
a
It
rock
is
is the
big.
size. Yeah, a rock is going to be way too big. They wouldn't have
Yeah.
said, "Oh, it's big." They would have said, "This is the biggest thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life."
fair. It's
Um,
not like
blocks
a
out the
baby
sun.
rock.
yeah,
It could be
Yeah,
a
it could
little
be.
baby rock. I don't
maybe a
know.
baby rock. Maybe
Yeah.
a baby rock.
Maybe a baby rock.
Certainly not off the list, but
Oh, okay, girl, that's good that it's not
lower
a rock,
down.
I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a I can't pronounce it. Peloton? I don't know. A weird half bird, half deer.
Eh?
Mm.
Yeah, I read
Sounds
about
tasty.
it a while back.
Yeah. Probably
Maybe.
is actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Peritons suits the area
Venison and-
best. Things like wyverns or griffins don't quite match they either don't match the terrain very well, or they don't match the description very well.
I wonder. I think this is a really important question. I wonder if a bird deer would be red meat or white meat.
Yeah. it'd be
We
more-
need to find out right
more
now.
venison
Yeah,
or more
yeah.
chicken.
Yeah. We will eat
We need to find out right now.
for a lot of days.
Okay.
Anyway, I must just be hungry and I want a snack. They said it went in that direction. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're just really just going to look at all of you and just be like, "How am
Honestly.
I'm supposedly the idiot."
Yeah.
If Texas was not wearing a hood right now, she'd be giving such a confused expression to you. What are you on about?
So, guys, I got a risky thought of a plan to make sure we know. I know we kind of know the kind of direction we got to go, but while we're here with these fuzzy buddies, should we
The sheep?
maybe?
I'm gonna say Sam needs to go very quickly, and I'll be right back. You guys make a plan, and either you tell me what it is, or you don't tell me what it is. It's up to you.
It's not that great a plan. Don't worry.
Fuzzy buddies.
Fuzzy buddies,
Is-
you mean sheep?
Yeah. as long as we keep it protected and safe.
Oh God, no! I see where this is going. No,
No.
No.
I don't know. No,
I
maybe.
mean,
Okay.
Oh, they're
Maybe
really
it's a good
nice in
idea.
there.
No.
I respect that.
we could buy one.
Phil, we have both played that one shot. No.
I do respect the idea.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
the
well, there's
initial
enough of us to make
reaction
sure we
was-
keep it safe.
I could
Initial
throw a
reaction
sheep.
was a no, but maybe.
Okay. All right.
I don't
My
know. If
reaction
it's coming
isn't-
from
But
the ranger.
I could, like, while there's quite a few of them here, I could have a chat with them and maybe see if I could find out
Yeah,
some more details that might help.
Yeah, they could have
Also-
seen
Do you think that's
something.
worth a try, or should we just head closer towards where they're nesting?
I don't know what more information that we would get from a sheep that we don't already have.
Yeah, no. If I was in
I
think-
They could be
gonna-
quite. They're quite eloquent.
So
you're
you're
Really?
gonna like talk
You know, I
to
mean,
them
granted,
and
most of the
ask
things
them-
it's food, but you know, like they always pay attention to things that scare them, and they're sheep. They're
Yeah, but-
scared of most things.
Everything's
Oh,
scarce.
wait, your plan was to not use them as bait.
No, it definitely was.
It was-
okay.
It was a
I
thought,
thought so.
but you know, I would feel really awful if we
Yeah.
didn't
Which it
protect it
probably
in
will.
time.
I'm not gonna lie, it
Yeah.
probably will. Probably.
However,
Yeah.
do you think we got enough details, or shall I have a chat with the congregation here?
I don't think the sheep would know any more information
No,
Okay.
I think
Alright.
the
than we already
sheep
have.
would have generally less information than the people living here. Maybe.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
can sheep see in
Yeah.
the dark?
I don't think so.
think so.
No. No, they can't. Right. I'll basically look at the near. I won't use like talk to animals. I'll just look at the nearest sheep and say like, I can't believe that they. I mean, you're right here, and they're selling you short. It's not fair. Yeah, exactly. I say, pretending I understand what I just said.
Just gonna look at taxes
Look back.
and just be like, I'm just gonna start walking in the direction
cool,
of where
alright,
these things are,
fine.
while these three are proceeding to be.
Yeah.
One person is somehow intelligent, but is playing into the idiocy for some reason.
Well, you gotta work on the strengths of the people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't
Alright.
know.
Just gonna turn and be like,
Walking beside you.
Let's go.
Halaskal's gonna walk,
Okay.
stretching his shoulder.
I still look like a man, by the way. I'm a human man, and I'm just gonna hold Hal's hand.
Very sexy man.
Thank you. I made him like this.
Did they say how far away they think they'll be nesting?
No.
Isn't it
We
some
didn't
sort of
ask.
cave?
Oh, we did not say that.
No. You know that there's a cave that you're planning to hit along the way because that is involved with. There's almost like a secret entrance into the fort in Harling's Rest that you wanted to check that is still functional.
Oh yeah.
As an asset to the rebellion. But this is giving you a very, very good excuse to head out this way without suspicion.
Yeah.
The plan was to hit it afterwards, I believe.
Yes. All right.
Check on it.
Okay.
Cool. You presumably continue to head that way. You reach a more dense copse of trees. I would say after another hour or so of you traveling on foot, you see in the distance there is almost like a cliff-like rise, not huge, but in the center of this copse of trees, and there is what from a distance could possibly look like a nest at the top of it. You really can't see from this angle, from like how low you are, what is at the top of that. Do you guys continue to approach? You are fairly close at this point.
what, like I will at that point I'll say, look, do we want to take this a bit stealthier now? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll stop moving.
No. I'm
No, no, no.
holding your hand. God damn it.
No, it's okay, but we like if we think we're starting to get close, then let me sort of guide where we walk and might be able to get closer without being spotted.
What time
do you reckon?
is it as well? Because they
It
come alive
is,
at night,
at this
right?
point,
So.
2-3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay, cool. So
If it's a
they're gonna be
nighttime
asleep
bird.
or something.
Yeah.
So this is good. We have ambush stuff. Yeah.
How far away, like time wise, would do you think it would take us to get to where the nest is?
From where you're standing, if you were stealthily going at half speed, a minute.
Oh fuck! Oh right. Well, in
Oh,
that
yeah.
case, yes, I
Very
will
cool.
cast Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
good.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Highlight stamps to the ground, makes zero noise. Gets really excited about
You
it.
watch as birds swarm around you, and with a flutter of feathers, they disperse. And you look to each other and see that the shadows cling that bit closer, the leaves crunch that bit quieter, and you are able to stealth with a little bit more stealth, a little bit more
Cool.
elusiveness than you
Should we
did
roll
before.
as well? Are we rolling individually?
We still
Oh yeah, if you
Yeah,
we
wish
still do
to.
Dex, but it's +10, I believe.
Plus
Nice.
10, as long as you're staying near Dewey, this
30 feet.
the shadows cling, the sounds muffle.
Oh, how is? Oh,
I mean, thank
wow.
fuck for the plus 10. So it's 17.
Oh god. A 1 for the
Oh,
rogue.
Jesus.
The rogue rolled in that one.
Every
The rogue's
time
not
you
good at
roll.
stealthing,
I
This
told
is
okay?
an
you.
ability check. This is an ability check. However,
Oh no.
It's the sheep shit, I told
we
you.
are also the fumble folks.
Oh no.
I will say, Sarah, taxes, you can say that they, no matter what the DC is, they succeed on the stealth check enough to get a pass with the group. If you will also take a fumble, and the chat can suggest a fumble, you can
I
think of a
feel
fumble, but we'll think
that
of some
is
kind of
not a
fumble.
great idea.
I feel this is going to be appropriate here. Otherwise, it's 2 fails for the group check. That's a natural one.
Fails.
Wait, 2 fails?
Got an 18.
Generally in group checks, it's 2 fails. At least it's 1 fail.
Oh well, I got a 26 with the pass without a trace,
Okay.
I have a 23.
and that is a
21.
17. So.
Yeah, this is
You
17.
can just, yeah.
I think
It is a 17.
18.
18. It's pretty good. It's up to you if
With
you
the
would
plus
like
10
to.
is 18.
Oh no, he rolled a 17, so it's a 27.
Me?
Yeah.
I got disadvantage.
Oh.
Because Highlight is just
Okay,
that much more
Yeah.
clumsy
fair.
and big. Very
Wow.
stompy.
If
Alright.
Sam keeps looking, I'm gonna roll. If it's evens, no. If it's odds, yes. Okay, because
It's fine. Everything is fine. Can I do
Mhm.
something before we do this, though?
sure.
This is, you are stealthing. This is a decision purely by Sarah about taxes, about this fumble in the moment.
Can I? Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
It's another one. Can I?
Sam, your
I wanna
camera is
put-
frozen.
Yeah.
My camera is frozen. I can see it on the stream.
It is, yeah.
That's bizarre. I'm going to turn it off and on again and see what happens.
Sorry, what were you saying, Brie?
I want to get that in there.
That's
I want to
better.
cast. You know what? Doesn't matter because I don't have it. Okay, bye.
Cool. Cool.
So the
in my-
answer is yes.
Yes, you're going to take a fumble to make sure that you succeeded. Okay. I'm going to say, in this moment, you have fitted the weapon that Garrick gave you. It doesn't quite fit to your frame as well, and as you crouch low and try and approach in a stealthy motion, you see that it is like slipping out of a holster that is designed for their height and build, and it falls onto the ground, and you know that it is like gone into a solid hunk of wood. You would have to make quite a lot of noise, and so that weapon is behind you for the moment. You can run back and grab it, but for this fight, it is currently sort of stuck in a bit of wood that's going to take an action to get out at the base of this cliff, basically.
Yeah,
You know it's going to
which
make a lot. You know it's going to make a lot of noise to try and take that out of the wood.
Right, guys, we can use this to our advantage. What if I make a lot of noise and you guys hide, and then you all pounce onto it, and then I get my item back? Because this could be very useful for the fight.
You get to be the sheep.
Yeah, I get to be the sheep.
Okay.
Well, as we're saying that you guys get to be the sheep, why don't we introduce you to the map that you're on and move you guys across?
Everything about this is going to go wrong.
Roll a
20. I'm going to leave a little red X where your weapon is currently embedded in a hunk of wood that you can see. You are trained enough to know this is going to make a lot of as you wrench it from it. It's embedded into it with quite enough thunk, like a thunk, but you know that getting it out of this is going to be noisy.
Why don't I get the thing out of the wood and then give it to you, so I'm the decoy? The sheep.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with any of this.
It's better than taxes getting
I
hit.
would rather it be.
And then when you're pounced on it, I feel like you could do more work when it's all everyone's jumping in.
Let's say this is roughly 30.
I think you can do sneak attack damage, and I don't think Halite can stealth it. Anyway. I can give you the weapon. Well, during the fight, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you're willing, I really want my item back because it's a cool fucking item.
I want me weapon.
I want my weapon. I've taken my rapier out. Replace it.
So that is the only weapon you have.
Apart from another dagger.
Then I'll say, I'd say take it. But I mean, we are talking a lot right now. I don't know. Should we get into?
It's fine. We're talking quietly.
Get into position.
It says probably better to get it up towards us rather than in the cliff where its home is.
Yeah, I think so. All right, how about we hide, and then Hal takes it out of there, and then it'll come out, and then we can jump on it.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So we hide in the trees over here.
So
Just an FYI, that green aura is you got to be within 30 feet of me to get the benefits of Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, cool.
Going over to these ones, yes.
So Zeke is going over to
Yep.
the right-hand trees.
I was gonna go as close to highlight
you-
as I can to make sure I get the item soon.
Think of this as almost like a ramp, a plinth, a ramp, and a plinth. Ramp up to 30 foot high. I'm going to ramp up to 60 foot high where this nest is.
Okay.
Sure.
In that case, Halite, come with me over to the left-hand side then, so you can get the benefit of the...
I'm staying here to get the wood. I'm being sheep.
Oh, no, you're doing the thing, aren't you? Okay.
I'm the sheep. He fluffs up his white mohawk.
Okay.
Oh god.
You fluff up your white mohawk. You should be able to move your characters unless I have.
I can,
messed up
yes.
Royally.
I'm gonna go with
Going
over here in these trees.
Go here.
Okay. Zeke is going over there instead. That's fine.
And would like to hide.
I'm going to use your same stealth roll. You are hidden.
Good stuff.
Thank God.
As Halite, you are able to look up at like the barest bits of nesting material poking over the edge of a 60-foot high rise. as you see this. It's less a dagger, more a
like a rail spike.
More like a rail spike, exactly. With sharpened edges along the majority of the body of it. Arcane glyphs, especially around that sharpened edge, but a lot around the sort of the base of it as well. Yeah, tell me what you do.
So I look around to everyone, just put my thumbs up.
You can't see any of us, but yeah.
I know. I'm just like, okay.
I'm gonna hold an action for the second that I see anything, because I want to attempt to pounce on it as soon as I can.
Yeah. Also, before
wow.
before he does it, can I cast a spell?
If you are able to signal to him that you did it before, or are able to quickly like go, wait, kind of thing. I will say that you have worked enough together to know that Diana is signaling for you to wait a little bit, and she will give you the thumbs up. Yes.
Or at some point between here and there. It's a mirror image. Boop.
Cool.
3 of me.
You cast mirror image on yourself, and there are suddenly you have backup dancers, as there are 3 of you surrounding yourself, and you shimmer and just shake between which one is you and which one is not. Okay, and yeah.
All 4.
Waiting for thumbs up. Thumbs up is given to Halite.
Halite puts his foot on one side of the log and grabs the handle of this railroad spike and goes, "Brr, brr," and just starts ripping.
He makes more noise than the spike does. As a chunk of wood goes flying into the air, and several birds just like scatter from nearby trees flying off. There is just, I would say that there is a pause, but it's not really. It's barely a second of silence in this moment.
Somehow managed to dumbfound the creature.
Yeah. I mean, what's the ASDF song? I'm a sheep. I can imagine it.
As you hear from the rise above you, as now far into the air, where they can see.
Rock.
And I'm going to reveal the whole map as you see above you. He says, hoping Roll20 is going to work for him. You see a creature with scales along their head, rising almost into a crown of ears, a forked tongue, and spikes in their mouth that would be teeth. Long, leathery wings, scales alongside them, and 2 sharp-taloned legs descending from their body, and a whipped barb-like spine descending from the back of their body in a tail, just hovering over and looking down towards you as they continue to make this barking as they are floating in the air.
Does this look like a dragon?
It looks very draconic.
What is
I
it?
would definitely say.
You guys see Halite shit a brick as he drops the railroad spike and just starts backing up, scared. He's scared.
The rail spike is dropped into the ground as you step backwards. They call. Is anybody doing anything in this moment? As this thing is like now maybe
if I see
40 foot above this point, 100 feet above everybody, about 70 feet above where you are, Zeke, and that distance away, hypotenuse and all that. Yeah, maybe 70 by 120 by 70 on that hypotenuse.
I want to come out. 1, 2, 3.
If you break your stealth.
If Hal is panicking, then my first instinct is I am going to be before you even get a chance to do it, because you're going to be taking longer because you got to get out of the ring of silence. I'm just going to go, "Oh, you great big scaly bastard! Over here!"
Ed whips around, he's looking down again.
And as that happens, I'm just going to launch a Eldritch Blast through it.
Yeah, what's the distance on that?
120 feet.
It's 120 feet away from you.
I'm walking towards it.
Horizontally. I will say that you can run up to it and throw that towards it. Yeah. I'm going to say that this happens in almost a surprise round. As it is continuing to hawk like that. Yeah, everybody just let me know what you're doing as well as Zeke rolls this towards this creature.
Wanna
So
move
that's
and get
my
item.
that's my movement.
Yeah.
Come on, be good to me.
What can I put as
That's a 6 to hit.
6 just goes wide,
A warning
far
shot.
wide.
Yeah, even if I can try and hit the wall, I hit or whatever. I want to get its attention on me.
Yeah, definitely having presented yourself as a threat. It's a clear 5-foot distance between you and this thing, but over the course of 120 feet, that's not so small a thing that it's not paying attention to. It's definitely eyes wide.
Mm-hmm.
As this sort of honking growl comes out of its mouth, as it is like now staring down towards you, but it is looking at the sky. As one round passes, you see in the distance.
Can
Yeah.
I use my bonus action just before it does that and just go into patient defense immediately because I know this thing's coming for me.
Yourself.
It's like-
Is anybody doing anything quickly with their action? You do not have. Is not surprised. It uses action to rise up into the air and to make some kind of action where it is making this honking, screeching call.
Halight's action will be to prone himself and like fall backwards.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Hal.
It's a dragon.
It's
Well,
not a dragon. It's not a dragon. It's just something that is scaly. Okay, just get your head in it. Get your head in the game. We're gonna eat this later. It's gonna be really, really nice. Remember, it's gonna be really nice. Despite what it looks like. Okay, it's gonna be really nice. That's my action.
I'll give
6 seconds. Is your plan to try and use this round to get Halite back on his feet, or are you doing something with this action, Diana?
That was it. That was my action.
Cool.
But there's still so there's 3 or 4 of me, whatever it is, that's standing between it and Hal.
Yeah, Taxes. The dagger is loose on the ground now.
Yeah,
Anything with your action?
I'm
You run
running
over to pick it up. Dewey, anything for your action?
If I bow it in the face from where I am, nice and hidden, does that automatically give away where I am?
Yes. Yes.
It will
Somebody shooting
automatically.
you from it. Yes.
But I am hidden, so that would give me advantage, wouldn't it?
It would give you advantage on the shot. Correct.
Then I'll shoot it. If you don't mind.
You're very welcome to.
Yeah.
What is the short range of a longbow? I'm fairly sure you're within it. You're roughly.
It is.
It's 60 foot high.
4
and
million. It is 150.
Well, it's 60 foot high. No, it's even further than that now. It's 90 foot away. I'm going to say it's right on the cusp of your short range. So go for it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, is this just the attacks, or are we getting our full range of
I'm
other
going to say you can make
dubbings?
one attack on this very strange, not quite surprise round.
Do we get
I
a
think
bonus
it's
action?
Or is it just we get an attack and then we go into initiative order?
This is not quite a surprise round.
Let me just think of it.
Yeah. Use a bonus action if you want to.
So Halite ass in this dirt. He like shakes his head, snaps out of it, and then you see his eyes flash with pure anger. Sorry, babe. And he's going to try. You see him start to get himself up. He's not up yet because he takes his movement to do that.
Yeah, cool.
He's trying to rage. He's raging though.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right then. I will. If I hit it, I will. It's too far away for mark target, but it doesn't have a range for the favored foe ability, so I'll be adding that if I hit it. Oh. 17.
17 will hit.
Oh!
The arrow flies through the air.
Good shit. In that case, that means we got a D8 for the thing bow, and then a D6 for favored foe. On that.
What I'm going to say you calculate this damage. We are going to go into a break because I think people need to before we go into this fight. Come back into this fight, and you're going to tell me how much damage you've dealt it before we roll initiative.
My rolls suck. My rolls have sucked for like the last 3 weeks.
Rolls are bad. But we are going to try and be back quick because we have been obviously no one's fault. We have been delayed because of all
Tech
technical
apples.
difficulties.
Apple's fault.
Tech.
So many
Apple.
stacks of apples.
Wellington Cook, as we are going to be back as soon as possible. As I will say, as a lasting note before the break, as you are firing this arrow and looking towards this thing, you see just off to the right, as you see what it was calling for, as clearly its mate is flying through the air towards you to join the fight as well from the corner of the map. And we are going to come back to this fight as you are facing off two wyverns in the air as they are approaching with rapid speed.
Definitely didn't just lie to Hal. I genuinely didn't know. Okay, yeah, well.
You didn't know. But yes, let's go for a break, and we'll see you fight.
See you in a bit.
Time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight, fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight. The end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. What we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. When we will knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We will be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. Tired of assault and bigotry, we'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate, through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander, infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Hi, it's like the slowest thing in the whole world, but we're here.
We're here. We are. I can see us on the stream now. We are here. As
I have
we
a
join
comfort cow.
A comfort
Comfort
cow.
cow.
Oh, you know what this is?
Oh, you
I
little
can't see it.
Oh, it's a
It's a
red
red
panda!
panda!
And I've had it for so long.
Oh,
His
The
name
little
is
panda
Tails.
comforts you as Diana looks up as a wyvern with a crown of horns floats in the air, calling to their mate that comes soaring through the air as they ready themselves for combat. I'm going to put some music on the Roll20. Is that okay?
I have my comfort bubble.
I don't know if that's okay.
Why not?
Why not?
Why
Let's
the fuck
do it.
not?
As we have our traditional Rapid Riders punk music, as we come to the top of the round as Neo, you are first to act. Have you pulled your dagger and you are ready to go? What are you doing?
Well, insightful fighting. I want to try and gain Gain some
Is there a
knowledge.
range on that, or is it anything you can see?
Anything I can see.
Yeah, they will try and make a deception check.
They could try. Where's my deception?
Not super charismatic. They have a
Fine,
9 on
but
that.
am I?
No.
16.
Yeah, you know this thing is going to try and swipe down and attack at people, and you know it's going to try and protect that next. That is your insight into this thing. You gain sneak attack as you realize how to strike this thing more effectively.
Well, in that case, do my full movement roughly here. And, do you know what? No, that's it, because I can do movement, action. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Diana, you're up next with Dewey on deck.
Oh, so I was going to move up to, because I said here, but up the ramp towards it.
Cool, yep. Up a ramp towards the cliff face, essentially, of this thing. It's almost like a rising, spiraling cliff in the middle of this forest.
A plateau, if you will.
A plateau where this thing has decided to make its home and its nest.
Very good real estate. I don't blame it.
Dare I say? I'm not going to. Diana, it is your turn.
No, you do not dare.
I do not dare.
Okay.
You're at the bottom of this plateau.
Plateau.
Easily 100 feet below this thing, further than Sam gets a measuring tool out. Further than 90 feet away from it.
Okay, cool.
I need a fast hypotenuse count.
I know. Within 120 feet?
So you are 90 foot away from it. And it's 100 foot in the sky compared to you, so you're 135.
Can I get closer? Will that maths?
You can run closer, absolutely. Climbing higher and running along this cliff edge. Obviously, you'll be on the side of a cliff edge as you run. There's this fallen tree that you could jump on for a little bit of extra height
Can
as
I go
well.
that way? Around it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And now you are
20?
90 feet away from it. So 90, you are 100 and...
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're roughly 120. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit extra, but you're roughly there.
I mean, I can go forward.
120.
I can go forward a bit. I can.
Go forward a bit more, and
I'll
you are
go a bit.
120 feet away
Yeah,
from it.
cool,
Yeah.
we'll go
Now you
there.
are 120 feet.
Cool. Then I will cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay, you reach into. Is this from your
This
race?
This is from my Attuna.
Yeah, you reach into your
Blessing.
racial connection to Attuna, the sun goddess, and you launch this guiding bolt towards this thing through the air. It's a long distance as it travels through the air, but make that roll.
Yes. Range spell attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
no.
your efficiencies.
I should
On
have
this
just
roll.
rolled on here because I don't actually know.
Dewey, you're on deck, so think about what you're going to be doing.
Got it.
Oh, fuck it. It's 14.
14 just hits.
Oh!
There's a moment where it looks like it's not going to, and then you just clip the wing as it goes spiraling for a second and then manages to catch itself in the air.
Oh, that's good, because that's once a day. I'll just take that 13 radiant damage that it's rolled.
13.
Yeah.
If you'll forgive me, where did you get the plus 3 from?
I rolled. And then
Okay, cool.
I clicked that, and then it did that.
Right, I understand. 13 points of radiant damage to this thing, as it is just about keeping its height in the air, as it is now glowing with Attuna's light.
Sorry, I might have had a brain fart. Which one did she hit? Green or red?
I'm assuming red. That's the only one she was in range of.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't actually know. Oh, there's green. Cool. Done.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
For the sake of those listening on the audio, the red one is the one currently just flying above the nest, the
It's in the
first
nest,
wyvern
yeah.
that we were aware of, whereas the green one is the wyvern that is approaching
Yes.
from the
Yes.
forest.
Yeah.
Green is the incoming mate that is very angry. Red is the protecting mate that is very angry.
I
I
think
see why they are in a relationship. They're very similar.
both very
get each other.
angry.
They get each other, you know?
Yeah, they
Get
each
it.
other.
They get it. Can I also please do a bardic inspiration
Yes, of course.
and give it to Taxes?
Yeah, you spin around, turn to Taxes. How do you inspire them?
Oh,
as it-
inspire them. Well, hell. I don't know. I'll be like, there's 4 of me, so are you inspired by my beauty? Okay, that's really dickish.
I am so inspired.
I
Thank you
know,
so
right?
much.
Oh my god, it's radiant. There's radiance here right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
the sort of the silliness of the situation takes you out of the seriousness of it, and you're like, yeah, I can do this, as you are inspired by Diana.
Do it.
Just
Dewey!
Right,
It's your turn.
Did you take note of the damage that I did in the sort of pseudo
What was
surprise
it?
round that we had? 17
not-
points of damage.
17. Cool. Good to
Piercing damage, if that makes any
know. Okay.
difference.
Good to know.
Okay. Okie dokie then. I will, to save any difficulty of getting through the trees, I'll 5, 10, 15 feet out there. And I will... Oh, I can't do 2 spells at once. Okay, in that case, I will check the range. Is too far away, so I will just take a couple of pop shots at it.
Cool.
2 attacks per action, so I'll just roll both of them together. That's crap. That is
what's
That
the
is a-
effective range of that spell? Sorry, Phil.
60 foot for marked target. So
Carry on.
that's not gonna be good. I have to wait for it to get closer, or the other one to turn up. Anyway, the first attack was a 10, so that's not gonna hit. But the the next one was a 15.
That will hit.
Pow! Cool. Right. D8 for the bow, and an extra D6 for the favored foe. But I am also whistling while I work, as I always do, to get some very nervous burbs to just help me out a little bit here, and I'll use my what is the name of the Swarm Keepers? Gathered Swarm, and I will, on each of your turns, there's no range distance on it. You can cause your swarm to assist you in one of the following ways. They will dive bomb it to give an extra D6 damage to one of my attacks. And luckily,
Excellent.
I hit one of them.
As the birds follow your follow your arrow in a spiraling arc towards this thing to just collide with it and slash at claws with it.
Nail that motherfucker. That is not good because it's gonna be looking for a target. That is 22 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. And that hurt it. Yes.
And then I'm gonna go a 5, 10, 15 foot back into the trees because yeah, I can't hide as a bonus action because I'm not a rogue. No.
Mhm.
But yeah, sure. I'll no, I won't do that yet. No, that's fine. I will then. Yeah, no, I'm just there. I am just there.
Okay.
Ready for repercussions, I guess.
Well, just fair. This thing takes the heavy blow of birds, like slashes with the talons just at the end of its wing, the very vestigial talons at the end.
Duncan.
As it looks down towards you, and begins floating through the air, goes into a dead drop over the edge of the cliff, and just travels quickly, almost at ground level, towards
Not gonna
you.
stop it.
As it just
Dear.
plummets to the ground and then spirals along the ground through the trees towards you, slashing with its claws. The first attack. Yeah, the first attack is going to be a natural one, as just as a tree blocks its path, and you see as the tree is just it's a fumble though.
It is a fumble. It does apply to you.
It cuts the tree falls on it.
Dies.
It gets tangled up in all the branches.
You see as it goes, as it clashes through the tree, it hits you, but it goes prone next to you. It is now prone on the ground next to you. I'm going to put it there because that's where it landed.
Oh, diggity
But it is-
dog.
Oh, also, it was guiding bolt, so you have like, I don't know.
Oh, somebody had advantage. Yeah, the next attack on it had advantage. So,
So it
yeah.
would have
Should
been
we say?
first.
Should we say just skippity bit and the next attack
The
has
next one.
advantage on
Well,
it?
yeah, because otherwise we have to retcon a fair bit. Um,
Sorry,
But this one is going to
I was trying to find all the
hit you.
dice.
It's going to deal 15 points of slashing damage
Ah, no.
as its tail comes whipping around in the maelstrom of it to try and hit you for a 15.
Yes.
Okay. That is going to deal 12 points of piercing damage. And can you make me a
Wait,
constitution?
Hang on. Sorry. I already took the. He
You
used
took-
this
you
the
took-
second time.
This
he's
is
hit me.
additional.
Yes. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is additional.
Oh,
You took
Lord.
15 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
You
right,
took-
yeah.
12 points of piercing damage as the tail whips around and into you. And can you make a constitution saving throw for me, please?
Christ.
Oh no, it's poisonous.
Very.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's being frightened.
sounds smart.
17. No, 17. 17. That's all right.
17 is a success. You
I
take
hope.
half as much damage.
Oh Christ.
So you take 10 points of poison damage.
Well.
As you feel, so a total of all the damage is 37 points of damage.
I have
as this thing-
16 hit points left.
Clashes through the trees, it is prone next to you, but it is right next to you, as it is crash landed into the trees, just on an all-out assault towards you.
So,
With that
um,
said,
HP.
that is its turn. As Zeke, you are up. You can see the approaching mate to the top right of our screen. You think is going to be coming fairly soon, and it is staring you down as you, Diana, and Taxes as most obvious prey in front of it.
Can I see the one that just dived on Dewey?
It's amongst the trees. It maybe has half cover from where you are, but yes.
Okay. I am.
Gotta go.
Mhm.
That's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. So I am going to attempt to Eldritch Blast this thing to get its attention.
Okay.
So,
The thing on the ground?
The one on the ground, yes, because the other one is already paying attention to me.
Some
And trust me, don't worry, it's going to be paying goddamn attention to me. So I technically have advantage on this, right?
No,
You
it's
technically have
it's-
disadvantage because it's prone from ranged.
Yeah, it's a neutral roll though.
Okay, so that's a 21 to
yeah.
hit then.
21 will hit, yes.
'Cause my guiding bolt.
And
The second one would be disadvantage.
yeah,
Yes.
that's what I did, yeah.
But you don't have a
Um,
second. No, you do because it's total level, not warlock level. Correct.
Oh yeah, I've got two of them, don't I? Yeah, sorry. I forgot that I have two.
Pew pew.
Second one is a 19 then.
19 also hits.
And across the two of them, that's 6 points of damage, of force damage.
Okay.
And I'm about to make a decision that's probably not in the interest of my own health. But I am going to move my full 40 feet. And then I am going to Misty Step towards... I'm going to Misty Step towards the nest.
Yeah.
Okay. as you
trying to get
Run
this
and-
thing's attention as I'm doing it. Just, whomp.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you rush towards it, that is your action, movement, and bonus, I believe. As the mate sees you rushing the nest, eyes snap back towards you. As it again drops into this dead drop and then carries itself in the wind, definitely reaching your range as it slashes towards you with its claws and then follows up with its tail. The first attack against you is going to be a 25 to hit.
Oh, definitely.
That is going to be 11 points of slashing damage as these claws on the back leg like almost lift you into the air a little bit with the force of the slash. The tail is going to whip around and the sting is going to try and pierce you. On another natural 1.
Okay, Jesus.
Oh my
Go for it.
god.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I think we're going to do the same thing here. As this stinger makes contact with you, you grip it and force this thing into landing prone next to you. I'm going to say it lands prone on the other side of you in a like slam of like body against ground. It's going to take at least 2d6 points of damage as it slams into the ground. But it is going to connect with you.
That's fine.
That's 9 points of piercing damage, and can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? This is against poison damage, if that matters.
You're immune to that, right? You put poison in your body every day.
No, gases and vapors, which this doesn't count as.
This does not count towards that now.
So that's a 13 to save.
13 is a fail, as you take 26 points of poison damage. As this thing, like you are holding it in your body, using its own momentum to slam it into the ground, but it's still in your body as a pulse of wyvern's poison just pulses through your veins, and you immediately cough up some blood.
Yeah, as these barbs go in, for those of you who are within eye shot, Zeke is pale enough that a lot of his veins go very black very quickly.
Okay.
They are prone on the ground next to you as you have taken
still
a total
hold.
of 46 points of damage this turn. As this thing has dive bombed and attacked you. You can quite imagine how this thing took out a sheep in one hit. As it is on the ground next to you, flailing to get back up to its feet, but it is prone. As the last to act is Halite.
Halite stands up. It's half his
And
movement.
that's my turn.
That's it, yeah.
He runs away. No.
God damn it.
So with the ring of jumping, did you say that counts to his movement, or does it not count to his movement because it's magical and that's?
I'm going to say if you jump off the bat and that extends your movement, that's absolutely allowed.
Cool. I'm going
Like
to jump.
a 10-foot Roman jump, yeah.
So he's going to spend the 15 feet he has left running. 5,
Yep.
10, 15, and then he's going to jump onto the wyvern, if I can. In midair, bonus action, he's going to grow real big.
He's going to get big.
He slams his fists together and jumps onto this wyvern.
Hey, I'm going to allow it. Make the
Rule of
attack
cool.
roll. As you leap through the air, I'm going to say you make the attack roll and then make an athletics check to see if you actually manage to stay on the wyvern. Because you are big, but this wyvern is big
He's
as well.
strong.
Is a big boy.
So this is an advantage because it's on the ground.
It is prone, correct. So both of them have rolled natural
25.
ones and had to fumble. Yeah, 25 definitely hits.
So that is one-handed 11 plus
11.
plus a d6 plus another d6
D6, yeah.
plus
Bloody hell.
3
Plus 3 from...
plus 2 from his extra radiant damage he gets for plus +1 from his extra radiant damage. Because it's a d6 plus half your barbarian
Oh yeah,
level.
yep.
And then a +2 because he's raging.
+2
24 in
raging.
total.
24 points in total as you launch through the air, turn into twice your size, and slam down with a giant fucking axe. Yes. Fuck.
Athletics.
Yes. Make an athletics check to see if you're on this thing's back or if you're just nearby this thing's back. As it is
That's
rising on
18.
the ground. 18. I'm gonna roll because it does have good strength. Not that good though, especially when it's prone, as you just land on this thing and are now not riding it so much as overbearing it, as you're wrestling it on the ground, mud wrestling style.
Awesome. Action surge.
Yeah,
Nice.
boy.
Gonna fucking hit this
Yeah.
thing again.
Yeah,
Fighters.
It's a 23.
23. Yeah, you grapple it, you grab its neck with one hand, and you bring the axe down with the other. Go for it.
That is the worst damage I could possibly roll.
Unfortunately, that's 4 plus 3 for your raging.
No, +2.
Plus 2, so 6
Because
points of damage.
Plus, hold on, I need to read my giant smite because I don't get my radiant damage because it's once per turn.
Giant smite is only once per turn, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's just the
Yeah, you slam into this thing with your axe as you leap through the air. You grab its neck, and it's still like you're wrestling with this thing. You manage to get a slash across it as you're wrestling with it. It's not like a massive blow, but it's enough that you are dealing damage to it, even as you're wrestling it into the ground.
yeah. I still get my +2 from rage, right? I get.
Yes. That's for 6 total.
So Dewey's right next to me, and you can just hear him repeating over and over again. It's not a dragon. It's not a dragon. It's not a dragon. It's not a dragon.
Not a dragon, babe. Not a dragon.
Not a dragon.
Not a dragon, babe.
Go to sleep,
Nia.
go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep,
Yeah,
go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Nia. Top of the round, Taxes surveys the situation.
Okay, I'm gonna run 30 feet up towards I can't remember the names. I'm panicking. Seek.
Mhm.
The short one. The short ginger one.
That
The short
gets
ginger.
me in
Wow.
just
Wow.
about range to
accurate.
throw my baton at it.
Yep. Do you expend a charge to form the rope?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
charges that don't technically exist yet because Semba
Yeah.
hasn't decided how many things this should have, but yes.
Yeah. So I'll expend the charge to get
Yeah.
the rope. And I'm gonna
You whisper promise of knowledge towards this thing and you throw it towards the weapon, and at the 60-foot range, this long, thin, ethereal rope forms between your wrist and where it potentially plunges into the weapon. Let's roll an attack to see. 20. Yeah, that definitely hits. As this thing embeds itself with a secureness that somebody could hold themselves and climb themselves with into the side of this thing.
I want to try and pull it. I'm not going to succeed at it, but I'm going to try anyway.
Make an athletics check. It's going to contest it.
I mean, I would help, but I really don't think that I would do anything as well.
I mean, I get. What's the bardic inspiration on it? I might as well use it.
Oh, you can do. I don't think you're gonna. Okay.
I'm gonna
Call
try. It's gonna be
unawares. Okay,
Ha!
okay.
If
First
you
of
fail-
all, I should do this as a DM. Please make me another attack roll because it is prone at range.
Correct.
If we're gonna do this
Okay.
properly, I'm sure you will hit, but please do roll another one.
I said it now.
If you 10.
I used my
Okay.
bardic inspiration on that one.
Okay, add your bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
What's the
and
bardic
if you miss, you get to keep it. It doesn't go away if you miss.
What's the
It doesn't go away if you miss. It does hit nearby.
what's
D6.
the D6?
As in your
You are
bardic
gonna have to
inspiration.
roll high on this. Yeah, unfortunately, that still misses.
I think
Okay.
it's a D8, but yeah, you get to keep your your bardic inspiration because you missed. You just get to keep that.
D8.
Okay.
Usually they go away, but this one doesn't. Just
Let's roll the d8 to be fair, because that is a mistake that you roll a d6. Just roll the d8.
Oh wow.
That's
okay.
still a miss.
Statistically,
Um,
that was not great.
You get to keep it because of the Eloquence Bard feature. But the blade goes wide. You're able, because you cast the charge before, you're able to pull it back to you at the start of your next turn. so it's not just disappeared into the wilderness. But at the same time, that is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, no problem. That's all I
Okay.
can do.
Sorry. I just remembered that it was prone because it landed in a giant
Sorry.
fucking crash rather than, yeah.
I still get my bonus action, don't I?
You do have your bonus action of movement.
Cool. I want to do
Diana, you're on deck. Just be aware.
insightful fighting on it.
Yes. Can you have two at once?
I can swap to another one, but I
You
gotta
swap.
do another.
Cool.
I gotta do
It's
another
gonna make a
insight.
deception check. It is a very bestial kind of thing. It had a 5 on its deception. Yeah, you definitely like things you learn about this. One, looking at it, this thing looks like the male, and second, it's protecting them damn eggs. They're both protecting these eggs. Yeah. It's very much going to fight to the death here, and you know how to exploit that as you use your insightful fighting.
Awesome. Cool. That's it.
Cool. Diana.
Yeah.
Bree.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, I am aware.
Cool.
So, with the bard and the wizard, the amount of spells is a lot.
Yeah.
So, that's
There's so much choice.
so bad.
But yet no choice.
There's a lot of choice, and 3 of them might apply, and 1 or 2 of them is good.
Firstly, I'm gonna
Having played many wizards.
Yeah. Firstly, I'm gonna move to like within 60 feet of both of them, which is unfortunately literally right in front of Taxes.
Yep.
Hilarious. But yeah, I believe
Pretty much jumping on this dead tree to the
Yeah,
point where
so
you're standing up on this dead tree on a cliff edge, looking at both of them.
everything is fine. Cool. I can try that. I can try that. Yeah, we can try that. It's fine. What's that?
Try it.
Yeah. Okay.
And no wrong answers.
Except that one you make.
No.
No,
There's
I'm
no
not
wrong
gonna
No
do
wrong
that.
answers,
Doesn't
only
make any
dice rolls.
consequences.
I'm not gonna do that because it doesn't make any sense. But I will do a good old magic missile to the one in the cave.
Yeah.
In the cave, it's not a cave, is it? It's a thing.
Cave?
It's a thing.
Plateau.
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 Green. The green one who is
Green.
clearest of the nest with
Next
Zeke
to Zeke.
engaging it. Cool.
Yes.
Cannot miss as you fire. What do these magic missiles look like?
Um,
As your mother sort of must have taught them to you as a wizard
Ooh,
spell.
what do they look like? Ooh, could they look like little guitar picks?
Yeah,
Aw.
little
Yes.
heat-seeking guitar picks as they
Yes.
launch through the air. Ding, boom, as they
Extra
slam
sharp.
into the stone.
Guitar picks.
Yes.
Cool.
Um,
I'm
roll
doing
the
it
damage.
I'm doing it at 3rd level. as well,
Nice.
so I'm
So
just gonna-
5 of them. So
I think it's actually more. No, two additional darts. That's 5. Yeah.
so 5 total.
I will.
1d4 plus 5d4 plus 5 is the total. Based on that, I believe.
I will roll it on here.
Nice.
Do
Do it.
I
Dewey,
have
you're on
advantage
deck.
in
Be
it?
aware
I
of
don't
what
think
you're gonna
so.
do.
Do that. Oh wow, that's.
That can't be right.
That's
That's
fuck.
mathematically impossible. Yep.
Well, it's 1 plus or 1.
That's one of the missiles.
Oh. You
Okay,
mean-
roll
do I
roll roll 44
Right,
on the
let me
roll
get
20
actual
maybe.
dice.
Yeah, roll 44. The first one's been rolled.
Yeah,
There's unfortunately 1.
I'll get real dice. Here we go. Oh, 1 fell on the floor, and I can't.
Okay.
No.
We don't count floor dice.
No, we don't.
Floor dice
Oh
don't
god,
count.
I rolled an. Okay. Oh, that's.
In this house, we don't respect floor. floor dice.
Not in my house.
They're all going to the
No,
same
no,
one,
mine.
so I'll add them all up. Yeah.
Yeah.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16 plus that 2 is
18.
18 points of damage as these guitar picks go slamming into this wyvern. from many different angles, all at once, as they go rushing through the air towards it, as it just roars out in pain as each one makes impact. Anything as your bonus action before we go to Dewey?
I would like to. Ooh, hello. Oh, thanks for the host. Thanks for hosting us.
We're being hosted. Woo! Hey!
Thank you very much,
Thank you
Platforming
very
Pangolin.
much.
Yeah, I did that, Phil. I did that.
All right, okay.
Everything's being very slow. So, I would like to give inspiration to Zeke, who saw my amazing little guitar picks and is so inspired. Oh, maybe they can make a tune every time they like.
Yeah.
Really getting into the bard.
I don't know.
Really
Hey,
getting into the bard.
I'm a bard.
You are
I'm a
bard.
bard with hair like this. So yeah.
Zeke, you watch as this thing like reels back, and you are inspired as a tune. Like in a moment, this fight has gone from a life-death struggle to something silly, fun, and
Killing in the name of.
Yeah, exactly. You are the victors yet to be.
Yeah.
As that ends Diana's turn, I believe.
I
as
think
we come.
so.
Yeah.
I'm good there, I think.
Cool.
Although I want to be close to somebody, but it's fine.
Dewey, Halite and this thing are wrestling in front of you. As they are sort of spiraling over each other as arm meets clawed wing as they are grappling with each other.
How I
try and assert
dilate and I
dominance.
close its mouth. Just
Destroying small trees and birds are like flying away. What do you do?
Using my because I've got lots of dual weapon shenanigans, I can put my bow on and draw both short swords, and wheeze because I took a fucking hiding in that last round. But it is advantage to hit this prick, I imagine, because it's grounded and grappled and all manner of things. So
technically not grappled, but it is still.
Do I go for the extra attack, or do I go for putting mark target on it?
Choices.
I get mark target on each attack, don't I? So I will bonus action.
Tell me, I can't track all of it, but yes,
I will
if you say
bonus
so.
action marked Hunter's Mark. Ignore the thing on there. That's just to click it off on D&D Beyond. And I will choppy chop. And that's 16 and a 14.
A 14 will just about hit, as we established, so both of them hit.
Good. Right. And he lets out the most pathetic whistle possible because he's like to get the birds to circle back round and then just come through the hole in the trees that it made. As
he breathes in, he whistles through the hole in his chest.
Here's where stacking. No, it's not D8 because I'm using my short swords, which is D6s. So D6 for the short sword, a D6 for favored foe, and a D6 for Hunter's Mark on this first one. Nearly. Oh, we don't accept floor dice here. I have to roll another one.
Fantastic. Count.
God damn it, dice.
Damn it.
What am I adding to that? It's plus 3, so 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage slash across this thing. Birds come rushing towards it to open up the wound as you have made it, leaving a big spray of blood as its head whips around towards you before re-engaging in the melee that it is currently engaged in.
And the second attack is just 2d6. Is 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage still.
Oh, the
just
dice I dropped
about.
on the floor. The dice I
Oh.
dropped on the floor was a 6. Well,
That's
It's a shame. But we don't respect it.
Roll gentler.
yeah.
Do I run away? Do I run away? Do I run away?
Yeah, you run away.
Run away.
I think I'm sorry, Hal. I need to run away because if it hits me again, I'm dead.
Got you, bro.
But it is grappled, so I'm assuming it. I'll
It's
find
not
out. I
grappled.
guess it
It's
can't
not
take a
grappled.
5, 10,
Mhm.
15,
It's not
20,
grappled.
It's not grappled.
30.
Okay. You move away from it. As you are doing so, you feel a whip of air
I thought it-
towards your
but it-
back.
It's
Nope.
not
It's prone.
grappled.
Not
It's
grappled,
prone. It was
it's
prone,
prone.
so this is a disadvantage.
He's on top of it, but it is not grappled.
Yeah, we're rolling around each other.
Said that
Yes,
so many
we're-
times. It's not grappled.
It's fine.
Well,
Too late.
it doesn't matter if it.
Does a 16 hit you?
I've got +1 AC with 2 weapons to what it is normally, but that would only make it 15. So yes.
You take
Bye.
As a reaction, you see a cloud version of Halite gets into and blocks it for you, and Halite takes the damage instead.
Yeah, if you were able to do that.
I
Yeah,
made
I
sure.
use my-
as
I
a
made
reaction,
sure
I use my
I was
cloud
within
rune.
60 feet of both things and of you.
Yeah.
I made
you,
sure, and it was not. You've moved.
You, like, as a cloud disappear, like, a cloud version is what it's grappling with as it bowls over, as the tail comes whipping towards Dewey. Your form, just throws yourself in front of it as you feel the spine jam itself into your spine. Like, the spinely tail jams itself into your spine. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
I can. It's an 11.
You take 9 points of piercing damage, and then with a pulse, you take another 29 points of poison damage.
Is that halved with the piercing damage?
Piercing damage is halved, poison is not.
Okay, so
So if you're raging, the total is rounded down.
33.
It is 33 points of damage to you as you take this blow for Dewey instead.
Oh, thank you. I would be dead.
Would that be dead?
Yeah.
Dead.
Not super dead, but it would have been death rolls.
as it takes
Oh,
the
boy.
hit, the cloud disappears and flings back into Halite, and Halite takes damage.
Shit.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn, Dewey? Because
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
if it is,
Apart from still be alive.
Yeah, as the cloud form of Halak reforms, this creature on top of you in its grapple, just eyes wide towards you, looking up briefly towards its nest, decides it's going to finish you off and then deal with that later. As it, because it is grounded, so unable to make a claw attack, it will try and bite towards you. That's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
That is 11 reduced to 5 piercing damage as it just slams into your shoulder. And then it whips around with its tail again and slams into you, the stinger being its main source of real damage. That is only a 16 to hit you this time.
16 does not hit.
Yeah, you throw it out of the way in time, but the stinger goes slamming into the ground next to you, piercing several feet into the ground before ripping out in a spray of mud. As it is, in this moment, got on top of you in this grapple, but then turns back over as you are grappling with each other on the ground here. Zeke, it is your turn.
I roll in its face.
It rolls back in your face.
Fully imagining that I can hear that,
Yeah.
and knowing Halite, and I know that that's a lot of pain that Halite is in.
It does sound through. He does growl through grit teeth.
Yeah. The Pitten is in this thing's leg or something, right?
Pit
One
and
I'm
mist.
currently-
Pit and mist. I
Bollocks.
believe.
I just wanted to do something cool while I was smacking it, but yeah, sure, no problem. Cool.
I'm going to say it's
I,
nearby if you want to do
no,
something.
no,
cool.
No, I was going to say if it was in his leg and with the first attack, I was just going to basically try and drive it in a little bit further as I was walking up. But
Okay.
cool. I am going to hold on to the spine that is inside me, and I'm going to start dragging it basically up itself as I start trying to attack it. I'm just Yes, I am trying.
God, Claire.
I can't get away. I can't get away from it, Bree.
I know.
You told
I'm
me
just
to not grapple it.
bring it closer.
Yeah,
I can't.
Right.
The second I move away, I'm dead. It did 49 points of damage to me on my last turn. Like,
Well,
I know.
Yeah, I know. At least you didn't move away with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I'm
That
gonna
was my
keep. I'm gonna keep it.
68.
I'm gonna try and keep it where it is, but I can't get it closer to you guys.
It's okay.
So because I count as small, I can technically be in the same space as this thing without it counting as contested
Okay.
because it's a large creature. Correct.
Correct.
I want to join in.
It's a big
So,
boy.
yeah. So I am going to get on it, and for the sake of my unarmed strikes, they're basically going to be stomps as I'm trying to climb up this thing's chest.
Yeah, it is prone, so you have advantage on these stomps,
Yep.
sir. As you are just slamming these stomps onto the ground. It is crash landed. It's taken some damage from that crash landed, and you jump on its chest and stomp. Go for
Yeah,
it.
that's 22 on the first one,
Definitely hits.
which is the full 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then on the second attack is a 15 to hit.
15 will just hit the male.
Cool. And that's a further 3 points of damage. And I'm about to do something that I'm going to hit myself for.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to get towards this thing's face. And I am going to point at the nest.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to summon the tentacle chain inside the
Okay.
nest and start
You-
getting it to start thrashing about inside the nest.
No, I want those babies.
What can you physically make it do? Can you actually make an attack as part of
I
this?
can't make
or
it
is-
make an attack, but I can say how it appears, and I'm literally just going to start making it just thrash about, like, so it makes an audible noise that it's there.
Okay. The chain of the fathoms, the chain of the river Brenner, rips up through the nest and begins thrashing around, and you watch as the wyvern follows your point towards it. Clearly some intelligence in this creature, and just sees this chain that is like dangerously close to shattering these eggs. And the eyes go wide and just turn back towards you as you are clearly not clearly the source of this, but you pointed towards it and you are clearly holding
Yeah.
some kind of magic over it.
And with the poison that is left in my system, I'm just going to, like, do as big of a toothy shit-eating grin as I can that's probably filled with this black gunk, and just straight into its eye if I can, and then I'm gonna fucking die.
Okay. It is its turn, so it is going to get up from prone, and it is going to try and murder you because it thinks that you are destroying its eggs. So that's
I'm trying to.
That's what it's going to do. The first thing, because it is on the ground, it is going to try and lash towards you with a bite.
Mm-hmm.
The bite to try and hit you is a 15.
Hits.
Hits. Okay, the bite is going to be a total of 15 points of damage.
Down.
You are downed. It has a second attack.
Yep. Do it.
It is going
Does it
to
change?
use its attack as you are incapacitated to grapple you in its claws and begin taking off, and it is going 80 foot in the air.
Cool.
That is its turn, as it is now 80 foot high above this 60-foot point. No, use half its movement to get up. I do apologize. So it's 40 foot, so it's 100 foot higher than ground level, but it is 100 foot from ground level, 40 foot above this rise, as it has you grappled, and it is just holding you ready to release you at a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
And that is its turn. Halite, it's your turn.
Does Halite see this?
Halite, you can see from this, just like, it is so high in the air at this point that you cannot mistake the figure of Zeke grappled in this thing's claws, floating over the ground, looking towards other threats towards its brood. Does the chain disappear when you go unconscious? Do you know?
I'm just checking now.
Check that. It's definitely, if not, it's definitely paying attention to that chain.
No, it doesn't.
No? Okay. As the force that is still with you, I will say because you're unconscious, everybody else at this point, you see, you're far away enough that you can't make out features, but you see these spectral forms crowding around this nest, and you see as one of them reaches forward and pulls the chain back, ready to whip forward towards his eggs. As it is your turn, Halite.
I'm gonna look back to Diana and Texas. You got him?
Yeah. Yeah, she lied. Yeah.
Shrugs and yeses are what you get back.
Yeah.
towards you.
Why the
Then
fuck
Hallie
not?
re-engages with the one on the ground. How is it? How does this one look? Does it look
Incredibly hurt.
incredibly hurt?
Incredibly hurt.
Then Hallie's gonna take a big deep breath in as he uses his bonus action to breath of the wind, second wind.
Yep. As you just take a
That
moment, just regain some of your composure as
Yeah.
you.
I have a thing
Heal 7.
to ask.
Okay, let's make this
Yeah.
attack unless it would affect it, and then we'll.
It's the
Cool.
previous one.
Is this thing still on the? Is this thing you got up?
This thing is on the floor with you. Yeah, it's not prone anymore. It's up and
It's
with
not
you.
prone anymore. Okay.
It's not prone anymore now.
I don't have anything that gives me advantage.
Not in this instance, unless you can think of something really cool that Sam has not.
I can't. He's gonna punch it. 16 to 16 hit.
16 definitely hits.
Then that's 6 plus 2 plus plus 2 plus, where is my giant smite? There it is. Plus 3. Wow, I rolled really badly.
So 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 makes 13 points of damage.
Did you add my rage bonus?
I'm asking you if that's. Assuming one of those plus 2s is the
Yeah, so it's
rage
6
damage.
plus
6
2
plus 2
plus 3
plus
plus
2.
2.
Okay, so a total of 13.
Yeah.
You swing across this thing's neck, and you see it begins to spurt a lot of blood from it, and it is gripping by the barest thread.
Damn it.
The barest thread into consciousness within this world. A light breeze would knock this thing over. It
Got
is
it.
still. You still have your rest of your turn as you've used your action.
I used my bonus action too.
You've used your bonus action too, as this thing is like swaying, gushing blood. This thing will not survive this battle. There's no way. But it is
Right.
still the next 12, 18 seconds. Maybe it will be able to do something with the lifeblood that is still left in its veins.
I will use the rest of my movement to move there, and that's it.
Okay.
I just
as this thing
rotate
is
around
like,
it.
as this thing is stumbling, as like blood is gushing, just sees you as the thing that cut its throat. Nia, Taxes,
Oh,
it's your turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, is taxes like do they have the sword? Is it like grappling?
It missed the attack. There is
okay,
not
cool.
the. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking,
Yeah.
oh no.
There was so much cool shit that could have happened, but I was like, I have to be.
Oh.
I have to be the DM. I have to be referee on this one, not DM.
I'm
And
gonna try it again now.
yes, it is your turn. This
Please
thing
don't
is.
one it.
If you run towards this thing, you can get within the range and establish that rope. You expend a
Uh,
charge.
And throw it.
Roll the attack. This is a straight roll. 15 is this thing's exact armor class you
Oh.
hit. As this thing buries itself deep and latches itself into place as a piton would in a wall that was trying to be traversed. And you feel this rope go taut as this thing is ascending and just goes as it is like stuck into place with you holding onto the bottom, the rope connected to your arm.
I get sneak
roll.
attack on that as well.
You absolutely get sneak attack on that.
So it's 20 in total then.
20 points of damage. This thing has taken some damage, not as much as its mate, but it is now looking hurt.
Oh, I
Um,
wanted to athletics to try and pull it towards me.
Come
Make
on.
an athletics
Come
check.
on, Taxes. Come on.
I put more in athletics.
Oh!
Fuck yeah!
Natural
20.
20. You
Nice.
rip
It's
down.
on it.
This thing was not expecting a strong pull, let alone that. It flapped once to try and give itself a bit of elevation. It didn't really interpret the string that was attached to it. And as you rip down, it slams towards you. Are you trying to get this thing to slam into the ground, or are you trying to get this thing to gently descend towards you?
Gently descend towards me because I don't want it to slam sneak into the ground.
Cool. You like hand over hand pull this thing down in a tug of war as it is like pushing backwards with its wings, as it is now like directly in front of you with an
fine.
unconscious Zeke in its grasp, as it is like screaming towards you, these wings like trying to beat away from you as you are pulling it closer and closer towards you until it is within melee range.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I think that's my actions. The athletics was a bonus. I don't know how it works.
I think it's just part of the attack is you get to do
Okay.
that, as written so far.
I would like to use my other dagger then just to slam it in the side.
Yeah, you whip out the other dagger with your offhand and go slamming into the side of a thing. Fuck yes, you do. Go for attack. 11 is unfortunately not enough.
I'll add the D8 on top.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you still have that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's enough. As the words of Diana still ring in your ear, as you
Fucking hit it!
adjust your aim midway through the strike and slam into the side of this thing, cutting in. You don't get sneak attack, I believe, because you only get that once per round, but that is still 5 points of piercing damage.
5 points, yeah.
Cool. As you slam your blade into the side of this thing's neck, not hitting anything vital, but enough to deal some serious damage.
Okay, cool.
Cool. What a turn.
Yeah.
Her fucking her like sleeves rip off and show her guns off.
Yeah, you.
First you get the face reveal, and then you
yanked
get the
this thing to
gun
the
reveal.
ground. You tugged of ward it towards you, and then stabbed it in the side of a fucking neck with a dagger.
Yeah,
Well,
just
you've got-
anime clothes explosion. Just.
Yeah. That said, Diana, you saw all this happen. You have two things in front of you. You can see that both Dewey and Halite are very hurt, wrestling with
fine.
a very hurt Wyvern.
How's
But you
that-
also
how's
see
it
that
below
Zeke is unconscious, but Taxis has brought it to the ground. What do you do?
How hurt does the one grappling Zeke look?
The one grappling Zeke looks like it's the barest hair's breadth into life.
Nah. What? Really?
It's
Okay.
on 1 hit point.
One grappling Zeke?
Zeke, sorry, I do apologize.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about Halite.
Yeah.
The one grappling Zeke is fairly healthy.
Okay.
It's not yet
For the
bloodied.
sake of Zeke, I'm not gonna heal you.
Hey,
Yeah, sounds-
maybe you heal the Wyvern. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
This is a crazy world.
This is a crazy time.
I think a Wyvern on the side of the rebellion could be good.
Yeah. Hence why you shouldn't fucking hit the eggs.
Destroy the eggs.
Don't destroy
We
the
can have
eggs. Hey, I'm
them.
already
Don't
there,
destroy
man.
the eggs.
I'm already there. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
wonder what
do
happens if you destroy the
another magic missile
Mhm.
at 3rd level.
Okay, where are the missiles going? All
One is going.
3rd level?
Yeah, 3rd level. One's going towards the one that's on 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Kill steal.
Do
Sorry.
you want me to roll that like
I am
separately or
more than
just?
willing for her to do that.
No. Just subtract that from the rest of them as how like you're roaring towards this thing, it is roaring towards you, and you see a guitar pick the size of a
Tiniest
guitar
guitar
pick
pick.
just go thump, as it is slams through this thing's skull and out the other side, blowing brains out the other side like a sniper shot. As this thing collapses to the floor dead.
That was very anticlimactic.
I know, right? I like to think it's like a little dart. It just kind of goes.
Yeah, extremely explosive tiny dart.
Tiny dart. Yeah.
Good job,
Okay.
babe.
So I got it.
44 plus 4.
44 plus 4 is gonna go towards
With
the
remaining
other one.
4 darts.
Oh no, that was wank. 14 for the other one.
14 points of damage as the funk in the distance is joined by thum, 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 as they just slam into the Sphinx body on various points, causing various bits of hemorrhage as the explosive magical force hits it.
Yeah.
It is now definitely looking bloodied.
Yeah. Cool. And they're all self. I will also do a good old vicious mockery to that one as well.
Can you do that as a bonus action?
Oh shit, yeah, no, you're right. No, I can't.
Referee, unfortunately.
Because I was gonna. No, yeah, it's because I had something else in my brain. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Cool. If you think of something, obviously let me know.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Cool. Dewey, you have seen the wyvern in front of you just get its brains exploded across the tree line. You can see this thing is 60 foot higher than you. Think of a 60-foot high building, like a 5-6-story building. You can't see with perfect clarity the things happening on the top of it. You know from the sound of it what's going on up there, but you need to run up there to actually have line of sight.
Can I just quickly move as well? I'm gonna move up to it.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Oh, you're moving up to it. Cool.
Of course, I fucking.
It's 100. It's 120 feet in the hypotenuse from where you are.
Yeah, you just need to get that line of sight. It's probably
Can I
over
get
here.
a clarification on racial abilities like Dewdrop that Dew Elves have, where they can cast Misty Step once per day?
Yeah.
It's not
So
Is that a
spell?
the way I've written it, it is not a spell, but that is.
It is an ability.
It is like
that,
an ability.
yeah,
that
basically
you
I
can
am
do.
because I need to cast a spell, but I don't know, like while it is a bonus action, it is when it's used as a spell, it's a spell.
I would defer to the writers on this if they're saying it's a racial ability rather than a spell.
It's a racial ability rather than a spell.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, you're not casting a spell, so you can cast a spell as your action on the same turn as using this bonus action.
Yeah, it's an ability that uses a spell effect, not a casting of a spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not actually a spell. It's just the closest thing to mimic it is this.
Yeah.
Whereas the other things that you get as an elf are spells, like my stuff, they're spells, but
Yeah.
that one is specifically not. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I would essentially like to be able to get, from the looks of it, I can get to there. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to see from there, but I will run as part of my movement, and then I will to there. Can I see what's happening?
From there, I'm going to say the angle is enough that you can see your companions fighting, and because this thing is so large, you can't see Zeke. That's the only one out of your view. Everybody else is within your view.
So for all the screaming, in the distance, you can hear something more terrifying than the roar of a draconic creature. I am going to cast Summon Beast, and I'm going to summon the most terrifying creature. It is kind of a giant creature, not mechanically in game. It's just a giant version of the deadliest bird fighter that you could possibly imagine. As I'm going to cast it as a land creature.
Okay.
But swooping in, wouldn't happen to have a token for a goose, would you?
I can make one.
Oh wow!
I cannot express to you how
disgusting you are to know
anticlimactic
me.
it is
To
to be saved by a goose.
How quickly can Sam make?
I'll make one for you now, Sam.
Oh no! I'm gonna do this in the space of a minute, or I'm not gonna do it at all. You summon a goose from the ether of magic
Fantastic.
as it launches hissing towards your companions who are engaged in a battle to the very end.
I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm choosing the land version of this spell. You can choose land, air, or water.
Oh, good. So you're summoning what we will refer to from this point as a land goose.
It basically breaks its wing on impact.
On impact.
That's
That's all right.
So it's
with us.
a particularly pissed off angry goose.
mainly
has
because the
broken its own wings.
That's just one
land
goose,
version of
actually.
this spell. The land version of this spell has pack tactics, so it gets
Mm.
advantage on the attack rolls if the beast's allies, which they
There we go.
they
Why-
are.
There
Why
we go.
didn't you just summon a penguin instead of breaking a goose's wings?
Because it's a
Barbarian.
goose, like it's literally like that thing from Predator. It's like it's just a flesh wound.
There we are.
Honk honk. Oh my god, it's terrifying.
The goose has arrived.
Ah!
So while still a medium creature, it is like it's a giant goose. It's far too big. It's
Correct.
It's a
So you use your
dragon.
action, movement, bonus action, and action to summon this thing,
Right.
which I believe acts after your turn.
yes, it does.
What's it doing?
It is going to.
Why am I so scared?
It is going to poop. I'm gonna fucking miss after all this build up. It is absolutely gonna miss. But it is what is this attack? It is 1d8. No, that's its attack modifier. My spell attack modifier, which is it's +6. So
Six to hit.
it is fucking 19. Oh, what a-
19 definitely hits.
so yeah.
Just like chomps into this thing.
Doesn't fucking do anything else.
Breaks its fucking
I haven't got any
leg.
pluses because it doesn't count as any of my extra bonuses.
Mhm.
It is 8 points of damage.
8 points of goose damage. Okay. It doesn't have resistance to goose damage, so it takes the damage. It is looking even more hurt than it was before. Lots of blood running down it. But that is your action
Yeah,
mode,
it's slightly
movement,
better
and
than that.
bonus.
It's so fucking anticlimactic, but I don't care because
As
Did-
you
did I
slam into
hear a
this thing,
goose?
You have a
Its
sound
mate-
board?
is dead, but Zeke, you are next in the initiative. Can you roll me a death
Mhm.
saving throw, please?
Don't roll a 1.
Why?
trying
Why'd you
my
say
best.
that? Why?
Stop saying that.
Why?
Please don't roll a 1.
No, I can't.
apologies.
Can't roll in that.
Can you add an extra 2? You add the spell's level to the damage as well.
Okay, have done. 9 is a fail. That's
Fail.
one fail.
Fail.
That is you. As we're seeing this, Zeke, you are fading from this world. What races through your unconscious mind? What memories flood your mind?
Standing at the gate in my brand new armor, watching them open the gates for the army to walk in.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling that the beginning of that absolute seething rage.
You never even had a chance. Never even got given a chance. As you fade further from this life, on its turn, it will use one action to throw you over the side of the cliff
Jesus Christ.
onto the ground over here. You fall with a sickening crunch. You take another failed death saving throw. You're on 2 failed death saving throws.
How does
As you
silver
land-
barbs work?
As a reaction, you may give disadvantage on. It is just aiming in that direction. It's not really making an
Alright,
attack
okay.
so much as it is aiming towards its left, about 20 foot, which is enough to throw the body over the edge, as it is going to use its other attack to launch a stinger towards you.
Me. There's
Towards-
4 of me voguing. Come on, let's go. Hit me.
4
hit
of
me.
you are voguing, so it is going to try. It is going to try and hit you with its stinger. There's a 22 to hit. But does it hit the right one? Roll me
No,
your
no.
mirror image.
Yeah, let's see.
I like to think that two of them are doing the whole like hand just like there in front of his face, like no.
That is a 17. No, that's
17.
it hits the thingy.
It
doesn't
hits
hit me.
hits an illusion as the stinger goes stabbing forth and pierces an illusion, which just shrugs and shrugs like not me and disappears as part of the attack.
Bye.
I have forgotten something. Zeke, on your turn, there in this space between life and death, you see a figure that you recognize standing over you. You see the figure of Anif, this non-binary in appearance, this Goliath warrior, who is looking over you. And they say nothing, but you feel this request for orders. Destroy or hold. Okay.
Destroy.
You guys
The other
watch
option.
as this chain in the distance whips round and slams into the left-hand side egg, this biggest one, and you see just a burst of yolk and smashed egg as the wyvern whips their head around and roars in a deep, deep pain as they turn their eyes back towards the rest of you.
As I'm flying through the air, I'm going to do this.
You are unconscious, you are not able to, but the spirit is there. As you, from this distance, you can see these spectral figures. Most of them are like stood perfectly crowded around, but you see this towering figure grip the chain and whip it towards this egg. The one on the left, the bigger one, is destroyed. Halite, it is your turn. We're going to wrap up after this combat has finished, I feel, because it is getting late. But Halite is lying in front of you dead. This one.
Halite will run towards the cliff face.
Yeah.
I should have, if I calculate correctly, I should have 5 more feet movement.
Yeah.
I can see now. And then he's gonna activate his ring of jumping again and just jump back the cliff.
Yes, ring of jumping. As you just reach down and you feel just this canine force within you, lupine force within you, as you launch yourself over the edge in a wolf leap and reach 30 foot over the edge. Like, if you tell me that's what you can do as a standing jump, fuck yes. As you reach over the side.
47, I think.
Fuck yes. Oh, I love this game so much. As you reach 47 feet into the air, clear a good 17 feet above, like, where you're trying to jump, and land in a slam that reverberates dust and detritus around you. Fuck yes. Is that that's your movement and your bonus action?
I think it's just my movement.
Your bonus action to cast a spell, I think.
No, it doesn't say.
Ring of jumping?
Hold on, can I display in VTT?
I'm going to say you can do it during raging because it's so much more fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Cast it as a bonus action at will. So that is your bonus action and your movement.
Sorry, might be.
That's cool. You still have your action.
I'm going to look around. I don't see Zeke.
You do not see Zeke.
I got him, babe. Just hit the thing. Hit the thing.
I can't move anymore.
You cannot move?
He's going to pull out one of his new javelins.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Bought him.
We bought them. I actually haven't added them to my thing. Hold on.
From a distance, like, easily the minimum range of a javelin.
How many do I have?
I'm going to say you have at least 3. I'm going to say
usually
for
have
this.
6 when you
Well, 3.
when you
He
start.
bought, he bought them specifically for this. He didn't have them before. So I'm going to say let's go with 3, and if it comes to more than that, then we'll discuss. But right now, you have a javelin.
You jumped 4 times further than you'll throw this javelin.
Yes, yes. If you would like proper cool anime style, you can launch this midair as you.
Yeah,
reach.
of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
As I do a strike of lightning. I don't know.
Yeah.
13.
13. Oh no! This is what I love and hate about D&D is you can say the coolest thing and then the dice will say, "No."
Do I get
you missed."
advantage for it being
Oh.
surprised that I jumped 45 feet in the air?
It's technically flanked.
I'm going to give you DM's inspiration and allow you to re-roll a dice because that was the coolest shit, and you can choose to use it on this if you would like to.
I already had DM's inspiration.
Silvery
Use that
box.
shit because I award it liberally.
I don't know how
Not
it
liberally,
works. I want
but
to
often
use it.
enough.
Silvery box. I don't know how that works, so.
You can give things things disadvantage.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
You can
Essentially.
also give something advantage. You can give something a disadvantage and then give someone advantage.
Doran,
could
do
do
you
that,
use advantage on this roll?
I do not.
You don't. Okay, it misses. Nia, it's your turn. Taxes.
Okay. I'm gonna move
Kill it,
to
goddammit.
here so I can flank and get advantage.
Yep. Go for it.
Use my piton. That's a 16.
Does hit.
That's 25 for using the
25.
high.
25 points of damage as you whip the traversal piton back into your hand and launch forward with it with a thrust. You cut something vital. It is still standing, but it is incredibly hurt.
And then I'll swing round with my other dagger.
Yep, swing round. Normal dagger slashing across this thing. Go for it. 19 also
19.
hits.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. It looks incredibly hurt, but it's not down yet.
That's all I can do. But I'm keeping it flank advantage.
Diana, you have a choice.
I'm happy that Taxes has left my side. Thanks for the follow. How far down the cliff is Zeke?
From this distance,
60 feet.
about 50, 60 feet, somewhere in between.
Okay, yeah, cool. So that's all I need. I will cast at 3rd level healing word.
You need to get to the edge of a cliff to see them, which will mean breaking melee with this thing.
That's fine.
The choice
That's
is
fine.
yours.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You move to the cliff edge as a barbed tail comes whipping towards you.
Yep.
That is a 21 to hit.
I will roll this. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Shoot, it hits you, I believe, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get above an 8. I did not do that.
Okay. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Shield. No, I'm not gonna use shield because that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that, unfortunately.
Well, it's a reaction, but yeah.
Yeah, you can't really make that after the.
I can. It just is not gonna. It doesn't matter because it doesn't.
Okay.
matter.
Because you wouldn't shield the
I wouldn't
the fake
shield
you.
if it didn't hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Constitution shaving.
Constitution shaving.
Shaving throw. Great 4.
You're aiming for a 15.
4.
4. You take a total of 32 points of combined
Oh, God.
piercing and poison damage as this thing whips into
total.
you.
Total, okay.
Total. That is everything. As this thing whips into you, and you see Zeke at the bottom, bruised, bloody, and bleeding out. But
Yep.
you are, I believe, alive as you are able to
6
see
hit
them.
points?
5.
Wow.
5 hit points. This thing could have, it could
Yeah,
have.
it could have
Rumble.
almost, yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Then I
This
will
is
still
terrifying.
do what I actually wanted to do.
Yes.
Healing word at 3rd level.
Cool.
You.
As you roll those hit points, Zeke, you feel yourself pulled back into reality from a breadth of depth as you are staring up from the bottom of the cliff as you see Diana above you.
11 hit points.
11 hit points, roaring life back into your body.
Oh, shit,
Very
I
good
can't do the
move.
thing.
Very unlucky with the mirror image.
Yeah, unlucky. Cool. I'm like, okay, cool, bye. And then I'll go back into melee.
Yep. Okay. You still
Tony
have an
Willis,
action,
thank
I
you.
believe.
I do still have an action. I
You
just
got-
kind of like
fucking
I ran
shank
over and it
that
hit me, and then
motherfucker.
I'm like popped over the cliff. And I'm like, okay, you're good, and then just go go back. All in 6 seconds, baby.
Any attack
Yeah.
cantrip?
So as an action, I can use a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
So I can. I don't think that will work. It's a.
Dewey, you're on deck for
Yeah.
the next
I'm using.
action.
Sorry, I'm using Booming Blade,
Okay.
which is. So I'm gonna take out my rapier
Yes.
and hit it, and
Yep.
then I'll use Booming Blade as well.
I think it takes an attack. If it takes damage if it tries to move after Booming Blade, I think.
It takes. I do believe.
Let's make your attack roll. Let's see if it.
Yeah, you brandish the weapon using the spell's casting, make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 of you. If you hit, the target suffers the weapon attack's normal damage effect, then becomes sheathed in booming energy, and then if it moves, it will take another
Cool.
load of damage. So,
Let's go for the attack roll to start with. The AC, as we've learned, is 15.
yeah, so weapon attack first for the rapier. Please hit. Oh no, he is gone.
Oh no.
Summon DM.
No,
Summon
it's
Sam.
fine.
Right.
We need a.
Hey.
Oh, I was gonna say we need a second to relax. This is very
I know,
tense.
Very tense. But make
Oh,
roll.
okay, cool. It wasn't a crit. But it's a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Trying very hard not to use D&D Beyond because I like dice, and it's a very
As
out of
you-
practice.
Brandish your rapier, instilling it with
Max.
vibrating energy.
10 for the rapier.
10 points of damage. This thing looks like it is
Rapier.
barely holding on
And
into
then
life.
the booming blade is...
If it moves, correct?
It's a,
No, it
it's a-
happens.
Yeah, but it only
Ha-
takes the damage if it moves.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then it's
Cool.
Yeah, it's-
shrouded in like thunder.
Cool. Crowded in thunder, it looks ready to strike as soon as it moves.
Yeah.
It's going to make an intelligence check now. It does not know that that will happen, so it will try and move regardless. But Dewey, it is your turn. It may well die before that point,
Yeah.
but it is.
Is it prone or is it
It
No,
is.
it's
It
stood
is fully standing,
right?
whipping around in a frenzy because its egg's just been destroyed.
Right.
One of them.
Right. I believe I am in 70 foot. So whatever extra it is. Yeah, I will bodie bodo with the way right.
Ba-do-do-do.
Well, if I hit it, I'm not going to bother mark target because that'll get rid of the deadly goose. I will.
I hope you miss and the goose gets the last hit.
Yeah, no. If I hit it, I will do a second favored foe on it to add, and I'm got my lungs back, so I'm whistling. That is in 24.
Definitely hits.
Okay. D8 for the bow, D6 for the favored foe, and whistling to get the burbs to give me a little hand with this. 10, 14,
Whew.
18 points of damage.
Dewey, as a swarm of birds descends on this thing, clouded in thunderous energy, how does this thing die?
The birds swoop in. They swoop ahead of the arrow. Pow, 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 popping their horrible little beaks into its flesh, swooping aside. But the arrow looks like it's not flying true. It's gonna go over its head. So with fervent vigor, the hero of this story leaps into the air, grabs the arrow, and just gives it that extra pluck into its eye.
Is that the goose?
Yes.
Yeah. As the goose,
I thought that was
goose rides this thing to the ground, jamming this arrow into its eye and twisting as the wyvern shudders but moves no more. As we are out of initiative, I have one important question.
Amazing.
I'm
Zeke.
so glad.
You feel in this moment as you are ascending. Yeah, do you destroy the other one? Okay.
Yep.
Shane,
I don't know what's happening up there. Boom.
You
No.
hear the death cries. I will say you hear the death cries. You
Doesn't
have
matter.
a choice. Okay. The chain whips around and shatters the second egg.
Gonna
in the
raise
wyvern's
it as
nest.
my own.
No, you weren't.
I was gonna
No,
raise
you
it.
weren't.
Fuck yeah, we were.
I just like that.
As
How many damage Taxus did? Zeke almost died, and the goose fucking did it.
You know how much damage I would have done if he'd
Yeah.
moved? As the
A lot.
2d8, and I can cast a spell as an opportunity attack. Ah!
Mhm.
Depends on where it moves.
With
As
that,
the
I'm just gonna,
party, yeah.
gonna kind of put my hand up and just put my hand to the chain, just slump back against the cliff and just be like, "Thank you."
You just hear
you-
from-
I'm just gonna stay 1,000-yard stare straight ahead.
Yeah. You guys can no longer see the spectral figures that surrounded it, but you can see the destruction that they wrought. And as the party takes stock of having defeated these creatures, that is where we're going to pick up next time.
Zeke just hears from over the ledge. Ooh, omelette!
God damn it.
I should probably apologise at such a dire situation for instead of doing attacks that could do 24 damage, I decided to just summon
Goose.
one of
Goose.
these. Like,
I am saving this token because that thing is terrifying.
it is what I was thinking. Like as soon as I added it to the
Yeah.
spell list, I was like, "Yeah,
I do believe it will
it's
be
gonna
coming
that.
back.
It's horrifying.
I've added an additional one into the Discord in case you
Yeah.
need an additional kind of
Summon
one.
More than one.
Cool. With regards to us bubble folks, yeah. We have a patron if you wish to pay for support. I don't know.
This silliness.
To continue this ridiculousness, and we also have a Discord where we share lots of pictures of our animals.
That's true.
So
true.
yeah, we do. Basically, it's just animals, memes, and now hero forges. So yeah,
Mhm.
come join our little silly community that we have on there. It's growing every day. So yeah, that's cool.
We're at 98 people.
Ooh.
Oh,
I took the
ah!
time and counted today.
No,
98 people.
it tells you, you dum dum.
It did not tell
No,
me,
all
so I
categories.
counted.
It tells you at some point.
I counted
Oh.
manually.
On our Discord.
On the Discord, yeah. It does tell you
Yay.
if you're an admin, which you are. So yeah.
I counted manually.
Cool. Thank you very much, everybody. Also, you can find us on like Twitter and Instagram sometimes,
Everywhere.
and YouTube maybe. Yeah. So
And on
we're
Reddit.
gonna head over to Kaz the DM right now, and I think they might be drawing, because
Yes, they're doing art this evening.
against all the odds, Discord has not failed. Everyone else
Amazing.
I've spoken to, Discord doesn't work. So, that's good for us. So yeah. We'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!
Catch you soon.
Bye.
The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, We will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight, fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. What we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry, but we will not beat your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We will be ripped apart, you will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate, through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander, infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done